And good evening, everybody, and we welcome you to 5th Street Gym in Indiana, PA for tonight's IRMC High School Basketball Doubleheader on WDAD 100.3 FM, AM 1450, and WDADradio.com, and on our rented digital TV live stream presented by the Bowser-Minnick Funeral Home and Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory. Got a good one for you tonight. The Knoch Knights traveling to 5th Street Gym to take on the Indiana High Little Indians. Indiana 2-1 to start the year, where the Knoch Knights, they are 2-2 overall, looking to get above 500 once again. They've won their last two games, that is. Indiana, same with them, and it should be a good one here tonight. Glad to have you along. Jake Slebodnick joining you from our S&T Bank broadcast booth, where S&T Bank is People Forward Banking, member FDIC. This is the inaugural Indiana High basketball broadcast this season on WDAD and Rented Digital TV. A reminder, Rented Digital TV is your exclusive home for Indiana High athletics, and we're glad to have you along. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to Rented Digital TV on YouTube for free today. Tail of the tape coming up tonight. Indiana High 2-1. They look to start a winning streak against Knoch here at 5th Street Gym. Indiana most recently beat North Star and Greater Latrobe, one of the tougher teams coming out of that area. Also taught by Indiana County native Mackenzie Livingston, coached by former Blairsville Bobcat Mackenzie Livingston. They faced the River Valley Panthers a couple weeks ago. Latrobe came out on top on that one. They beat North Star 69-20, Indiana High that is, and then Latrobe, they beat them 51-43. In their first game of the season, they fell to the Forest Hills Rangers by a score of 53-45. But against Forest Hills, they're a tough team in PIAA District 6 AAA. That's always a team that is always a challenge, no matter who they play or who they go up against. So only falling that much is not bad in of itself. And it's not bad that Indiana's out to the start under new direction. That's right. Head coach Michael Franciscus took over the team in the offseason in place of Otto Peterson, who resigned over the offseason after leading Indiana to yet another section championship last year. So a pretty new regime for Indiana High, and also some new stars, that is, this year, with the graduations of Emily Maddie, Katie Kowalczyk, and Eve Fiala. They now turn to this year's seniors, only two of them, that being Cassie Boyer and Bella Antonacci. They're also supported by juniors Stella Stossel, Sarah Todd, and Emily Betzinger, who they deem as Betsy, so we might call her that throughout the year. It's also a sophomore-heavy team for Indiana High, and they look to make another interesting season happen here, but they got some work to do, as tonight they go up against the tough Knoch Knights, who are under the direction of head coach Shane McGraw. Among those on the roster this year include 5'8" senior guard Naturel Ewing, along with Abby Hawk and Ada Fuller. Their only key loss was Hattie McGraw. She's now at Robert Morris University, and she earned several Athlete of the Week honors last year for these Knights. So both teams coming in with some new people at the head and on the court, and we can't wait to see how it turns out. And then coming up after the girls, it's Indiana against DuBois in the boys' nightcap, that is. So strap in. We've got an exciting night of basketball for you here, as our radio coverage presented by Indiana Regional Medical Center, and our video coverage tonight presented by Bowser-Minnick Funeral Home and Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory. We'll take a time out on our pregame show. Come back. We're going to talk with head coach Michael Franciscus of the Indiana High Little Indians. All that and more on our IRMC High School Sports Night on WDAD and Rented Digital TV.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Hello, this is Jay
and Shannon
from Hutton Blues Insurance. We pride ourselves on building strong personal relationships with our clients.
We are an independent agency offering you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, or life, you want an advocate working in your best interests. And that's Hutton Blues Insurance, Route 119 North, just outside of Indiana.
We're also honored to have been voted in the top 2 insurance companies in the 23-24 Best of Indiana County contest.
Thank you, Indiana County.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
The engineering firm of Young & Associates is proud to sponsor high school athletics. With offices in Indiana, Katanning, and Johnstown, Young & Associates is a full-service engineering, surveying, and design firm for private, public, and municipal entities, covering Western Pennsylvania, delivering solutions in a timely and cost-competitive manner. To see how they can be of service to you, go online to wjyaengineers.com.
And we're back on the pregame show here on WDAD and Renda Digital TV. Alongside myself is Coach Michael Franciscus, first-year head coach here of the Indiana girls basketball team. After 2 years at St. Mary's, he now joins the Indiana High family. Coach, glad to meet you. We met just before we got on the air here tonight. How have you liked Indiana so far, and how have you liked the Indiana community?
I love it. It's a very positive culture and a very great sports culture. Athletics is obviously very important here. We have a really hard-working group of kids that on this team that are, really have a good start to the year. We're going to keep it rolling tonight.
Talk to me a little bit about your career path, because a lot of our viewers and listeners may not know who you are. I mentioned you were at St. Mary's, but give us a little bit of insight as to where you've come from.
Well, I'm initially from Gibsonia, Pennsylvania, graduate of Deer Lakes High School. I spent time as an assistant for the Seneca Valley girls and the Clearfield boys. I ended up being the head coach at St. Mary's area for 2 years, and now I'm back in the Whippeal here at Indiana. I'm really happy to be here.
What went into the decision when you were offered the job here at Indiana? I know you mentioned the sports-centric culture, but what went into the decision of coaching here at Indiana?
It just came down to the fact that they have a history of success and a very positive culture in athletics and a great support from the people in town and the people at the school to make it a really successful opportunity for the kids here.
Yeah, you talk about the success. You guys have had a pretty good start to the season, 2-1. Only loss coming to Forest Hills, but historically they have been a very good team. We knew that last year when we covered River Valley and they played them in the state playoffs. You picked up 2 key wins, one against North Star a couple weeks ago, and then you battled Greater Latrobe, which was tough as well because they faced River Valley, a local school here, a couple of weeks ago. Give me a couple takeaways from your first 3 games here this season.
I think our rebounding has improved greatly throughout the season, and that was definitely a key to, defeating Latrobe after, we fell short to Forest Hills. Rebounding was definitely a key that we really focused on throughout the next 2 games, and we did that successfully. It was really great to go into Latrobe and get a big road win to start off our first Whippeal game. We're going to continue that path tonight with our first section game coming up on Thursday against Penn Hills. We just want to keep it rolling.
Talking about the team, you inherited a very young team. It's a very sophomore-heavy class. 2 seniors, those being Bella Antonacci and Cassie Boyer. I want to talk about those 2. How have they sort of made this transition here to Indiana easier for you?
They're great leaders. They're great leaders, and they provide very positive insight to what this team needs to be successful. And I feel like I've really leaned on them to make my transition easier. As a very good senior leadership class, it's been really really easy to coach them, and it's just it made the transition easy. And it's just they've been a really they've just created a good culture here, and the attitudes are just great around the entire team. From freshman all the way up to senior because of the leadership that's been provided by Cassie and Bella.
Well, Coach, tonight you faced the Knoch Knights for the first time in your career here at Indiana High. You've had a little bit of time to watch them on film. What can you tell us about them?
I think it's going to be a very evenly matched game tonight. I think we play similar styles on the court, both offensively and defensively. I think that they have 5 threats on offense at all times, and I feel like we do too. So I think it's going to be a really good game. I think that it'll definitely be. It's going to come down to who can play more disciplined and who can make more plays.
Last thing, Coach, this is one of your early games here at 5th Street Gym. Obviously, as you mentioned, Indiana is a very sports-centric atmosphere. How excited are you to finally get a chance to showcase what you can do here on your home court?
I'm very excited. It's a home opener. I'm expecting a good crowd here tonight and good support, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for taking the time with us. It's great to meet you once again, and can't wait to catch up with you after the game, and we're hoping for an Indiana win tonight. Best of luck.
Thanks, Jake. Appreciate it.
Coach Michael Franciscus of the Indiana girls basketball team. We'll continue with our pregame coverage next, counting down to Indiana Knoch at the top of the hour here on Renda Digital TV and WDAD.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance.
Hi, I'm Andrew Tylinski.
And I'm Rebecca Donahue.
The team at Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory in Indiana understands the importance of those qualities and is proud to be a presenting sponsor of all Little Indians video broadcasts this year.
Beyond the Sunset can guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a beloved pet. You can find us online at beyondthesunsetpets.com.
When choosing a pet crematory, the crematory you choose does make a difference.
Luxembourg's Jewelers, a proud supporter of all the area athletes, would like to wish the best of luck to all the Heritage Conference schools and, of course, the Indiana Little Indians this season. With 2 convenient locations, Luxembourg's Jewelers is the winning choice for gifts of any occasion. Show your school pride with gifts ranging from beautifully logoed coffee mugs, keychains, money clips, water bottles, and more. From the Indiana Mall to downtown Indiana, Hip, Jeff, and the Luxembourg's team wishes everyone an MVP season. Luxembourg's Jewelers is Indiana's jeweler.
Milk every moment.
And we welcome you back to 5th Street Gym, getting you set for tonight's marquee matchup, the first of 2, the Indiana girls battling the Knoch Knights here in Indiana. Glad to have you along. Jake Slebodnick joining you as we get set for tonight's game. It's our first of many broadcasts here on Rendit Digital TV and also on WDAD, covering the Little Indians this season. Glad to have you along wherever you may be tuned in from. And introduction of starting lineups coming your way momentarily. And before we do, have something we got to take care of, but I got to wait for my machine to start things up. But we're glad to have you along. Garrett Clark is our studio engineer tonight. Glad to have him for his help tonight. Does a great job as always.
Welcome to Indiana Area School District, the home of the Indiana Indians. We have an exciting basketball matchup tonight as our 2-1.
Both teams out on the court, and we're going to have the national anthem here momentarily.
Are set to take on the 2-2 Knoch Knights, who are led by their head coach.
And we'll have that for you momentarily. We're not on the air tonight. Some internet connection issues, but thanks to the quick work of Dan Roan, the athletic director here at Indiana High. And we'll toss it over to the PA announcer for tonight's national anthem.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise, and gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem. now, here is the starting lineup for the Knoch Knights.
And we're done with the national anthem. It's now time for tonight's starting lineups. Have that for you here momentarily.
Number 1, Jesus.
Starting things off with a senior guard standing 5'10", or go forward, that is, number 1, Ada Fuller, on the direction of head coach Shane McGraw. Next up is a sophomore standing 5'7", number 5, Nia Ewing.
Wearing number 12.
Next up is a junior standing 6 foot, number 12, Carly Butterbaugh.
Wearing number 15.
Next up, number 15, a senior standing 5A, one of the impressive players from last year's matchup, Naturel Ewing. And last for the Knoch Knights is a freshman standing 5'7", Aubrey Spencer. Knoch coming in with their navy blue uniforms with gold trim. And for the Indiana Little Indians, under the direction of head coach Michael Franciscus in his first season, he sends out the starting 5 of the following: a senior standing 5'6", number 13, Isabella Antonacci. Next up, a sophomore standing 5'9", number 11, Laken Kugler. Sophomore standing 5'6", number 1, Julia Antonacci. Sophomore standing 5'8", number 22, Addie Hutton. And a sophomore standing 5'9", number 3, Emily Ferraro. 3 off the bench, Cassie Boyer will be the first, followed by Emily Betzinger and Stella Stossel. Again, glad to have you along for tonight's matchup here at 5th Street Gym. Indiana Knoch in a non-conference matchup in girls basketball, the first of a doubleheader tonight. Coming up at 7:30, obviously time subject to change, is the boys of Indiana hosting the DuBois Beavers.
Wearing number 22.
Indiana coming into tonight's game 2-1. They look to start a winning streak after winning their 2 most recent games against North Star and Latrobe, most recently against Latrobe. The Knights are 2-2. They've won against Mars 38-36 and most recently Hampton 45-38. You look at those scores and you think, well, that's not a lot, but at the same time, you look at what the defense has done, holding both opponents to under 40 points between 36 and 38. That's not a bad. That's nothing to scoff at. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't have it on here. But if I'm not mistaken, Knoch, I think, has held all of their opponents this year to under 40 points. Last year, these teams met up. Well, tomorrow would be one exact year prior to their most recent matchup. Indiana came out on top 58-31. Cassie Boyer finished that game with 11 points and 6 rebounds, while Bella Antonacci had 5 points but 10 rebounds. For Knoch, Naturel Ewing, we talked about what she did last year. She had 11 points. Nina Shaw added 13. Shaw, though, graduated. So Naturel Ewing returns this year to try and pick up a win here on the road.
Drinks on the court. Once again, good luck to all and enjoy.
Ready for tonight's matchup? We'll have the tip-off for you momentarily. Again, I want to thank our presenting sponsors for tonight on the radio side in the Indiana Regional Medical Center and IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. We'll tell you a little bit more about what they can do for you here in just a moment. And on our Renda Digital TV live stream, the Bowser Minnick Funeral Home and Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory of Indiana. Going up for tonight's opening tip-off is Carly Butterbaugh for Knoch and Addie Hutton for Indiana. Ball's up in the air. It's won by Knoch, and we're underway. Naturel Ewing with it, takes it up top, back to Butterbaugh. Official tip-off time tonight, 6:05. Butterbaugh spinning around, tries for a pass. It's tipped, but into the hands of her intended target, Nia Ewing. Butterbaugh back up top, they regroup. Looking for something on the left side. She's got her man. That's Naturel Ewing. Trying to drive inside. She'll dish it out to Ada Fuller. Back up top, Butterbaugh. Driving the right side. Over to the right. Here's Nia Ewing. Back to the left. Almost intercepted. They'll regroup up top with Butterbaugh. Looking inside and driving the right lane. It's a turnover. That's going to be a travel on Butterbaugh. Caught up in some traffic. Held the ball a little too long. First turnover on either side tonight. No score here as we've played 40 seconds into tonight's matchup. And across half court, Antonacci, she fires it to the right side. Back up top, Emily Ferraro. Now over to the right side, Julia Antonacci. To the left side, Bella now. Tossing to her sister, trying to cut inside. Nothing there. She'll regroup up top. Her intended target, Ferraro. Over to the right. Here's Addie Hutton. Looking for an opening. She'll resort to Julia Antonacci at the top. Looking to the right corner. Nothing there. This time left corner. Hutton tries to give it inside. She does. Now out to the perimeter for Bella. Dishing it to Julia, who's wide open for three. Oh, almost sinked it. It was in and out, but Bella comes up with the rebound. Shot missed, but Indiana has new life. Looking outside, here's Hutton. Indians have held it for a minute solid. Trying to drive, nothing there. Up top, here's Kugler. Out to the right, beyond the perimeter. Hutton, they're just going to keep trying to find something open. Driving is Kugler going up, but she's going to draw a foul. She'll go to the line to shoot two. Clock stopped at 6:21. Fouls charged to Knox, number 15. Naturel Ewing, her first and team first. Kugler to break this game open, and she does. Second of two on its way, and Indiana, no good. They have a 1-point lead, 1 of 2. 1-0 with 6:18 to go in this opening frame. Butterball has it up top, taking the handoff from Ewing. Looking for something on the right side, almost had a screen, but instead cutting inward is one of their players. Shot taken, it's no good. That's Ada Fuller on the 3-ball attempt. Bella Antonacci with the board. Looking for the right post, nothing there. Here's Julia Antonacci trying to circle the perimeter. Matched up heavily with Aubrey Spencer. Now up top to Addie Hutton at the top of the key. Handoff. Indiana back to work. Kugler over to the left side. Here's Bella Antonacci. Trying to drive inside, nothing there. Cut off by two defenders. She dishes it out to Julia Antonacci. Now here's Addie Hutton once again trying to drive the left, nothing there. Handoff on the left side to Kugler. Driving inwards. Contact goes up, shot waved off. They're going to call her for a travel. Just took an extra stutter step. The basket would have been good had she kept it to 2, but it's not to be. It's still 1-0 Indiana. 5:29 to go in the opening frame. Butterbaugh taking it across. Back up top, here's Ada Fuller. Now Nia Ewing, dishing it back up top to Butterbaugh. Trying to work inside, ball's tipped by Bella Antonacci, but knocked out of bounds. It remains a Knights ball. Low-scoring affair, 1-0 here, Indiana, with 5:13 to go in the first quarter. Knoch will take it out just beside the Indiana bench. Nia Ewing with it up top, matched up with Hutton of Indiana. Knoch operating left to right across your radio dial or viewing device. Working the left side, nothing there. Well, yes, she does have a resort. That's Naturel Ewing. Driving the left side, nothing there. Dishing it out to the left corner for Nia Ewing. Thought about shooting, but she's cut off. Taking it the radius of the arc. Ada Fuller trying to drive inwards. Doesn't take the screen set by Naturel Ewing. Instead finds... Oh, here's Naturel. That was Butterball on the screen. Long three attempt. It's good by Nia Ewing.
Nia Ewing for 3.
First three-pointer of the game. It's 3-1 Knoch here with 4:29 to go in the first quarter. Almost approaching a media timeout. Julia Antonacci working inside. Pass intercepted, ill-advised pass. It's a second turnover for Indiana. 4:17 to go in the first quarter. Looking inside, here's Butterball at the left elbow, dishing it out. Naturel directing traffic. Takes it at top of the arc. Finds Ada Fuller, who tries to redeem herself from a missed three earlier. It is no good. The ball goes out of bounds. 4:01 to go in the first quarter. Indiana now with a chance to possibly tie with a 2-ball or take a lead with a 3-point play. Julia Antonacci matched up at midcourt. Defender doing an excellent job staying in front of her. Here's Bella Antonacci taking the pass right. Kugler at the right post, nothing there. Julia Antonacci, quick grab and go. Over to Bella for 3 from beyond the arc. It's no good. Racing for the rebound is Lincoln Kugler. It's no good, and that brings us to a break in the action. 3:37 to go in the first quarter. 3-1 Knoch. You're listening to an IRMC High School Sports Night, and you're also watching it on Renda Digital TV and WDAD.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Blues. This is Jay
and Shannon
from Hutton Blues Insurance. We pride ourselves on building strong personal relationships with our clients.
We are an independent agency offering you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, or life, you want an advocate working in your best interests. And that's Hutton Blues Insurance, Route 119 North, just outside of Indiana.
We're also honored to have been voted in the top 2 insurance companies in the 23-24 Best of Indiana County contest.
Thank you, Indiana County.
WDAD. And we're back with you here on WDAD and Renda Digital TV. 3-1 Knoch with the lead here in the first of 2 games tonight. Scoring so far has been a free throw from Lakin Kugler. She went 1 for 2, and then a 3-point play by... I don't think that's right. I had Abigail or Savannah Hawk. But it should be Aubrey Spencer. Back with you on the action. Ada Fuller with it up top for Knoch as they try to capitalize on a missed shot by Indiana prior to the break. New into the game is Jada Burgard. And then we have an offensive foul on Knoch. Not quite sure what happened down on the floor. That's a second turnover for the Knights. We have an illegal screen called on Aubrey Spencer. Three-pointer for Knoch was actually Nia Ewing. Bella Antonacci now brings it across the timeline for Indiana. Here's Addie Hutton spinning inside. Nothing there. Instead dishes it out to Emily Ferraro. Now up top to Bella. Trying to cut inside. Picks up her dribble. Now resorts to Ferraro. Back to Hutton. Circling the arc is Lakin Kugler. Going left to right. Up top here is Ferraro. Hutton over to Bella. Nothing there. Looking in the right post. 5 count begins. She takes one dribble. Fires to Julie Antonacci. Fires for 3. Hits off the side iron. And a race for the ball. It's going to be last touched by Julia Antonacci and will go out of bounds. 2:41 to go in the opening frame here at 5th Street Gym. Seem to be having some technical difficulties with our scoreboard camera. 3-1 the score. 2:41 to go in the first period. Here comes Knoch back on the offensive. To the right side, here's Ada Fuller. Dishing it out to Burgard. To the right. Butterball trying to drive is cut off. Now dishes to the corner for Jada Burgard. Fires a 3-ball. Hits off the top of the glass. Julie Antonacci fighting for the rebound. And a jump ball called. And it'll be in favor of Indiana. Very low-scoring affair here. Early goings. 2:20 to go. 3-1. The score in favor of Knoch. Bella Antonacci brings it across the timeline at the foul line. Is cut off. Finds Addie Hutton on the right. Goes up hard on a contested shot. It's no good. It's ripped out of her hands by Burgard. And here comes the Knights. And with a wide open right lane is Naturel Ewing. 5-1 Knoch. With 1:54 to go in the first frame. Bella Antonacci across the timeline to Hutton looking inside. Nothing there. Back up top. Julia Antonacci. Here's Ferraro. Crossing over to the left, finding Bella. Fakes a pass to the left, instead goes right. This time to Hutton up top. Taking the screen set by Bella, but the defenseman will trade off their assignments. Looking inside to a wide-open Julie Antonacci. Instead dishes it back out. 1:30 to go. And Bella takes the 3-ball. It's no good off the back iron and into the hands of Naturel Ewing. Knoch having a chance to go on a big run here with 1:21 to go in the first frame. Butterbaugh takes it up top, head on from the arc, but instead dishes it down low to a wide open and posting up Aubrey Spencer. Her shot is no good. She gets her own rebound, and then a late whistle. It's going to be a foul on Indiana. Foul's going to be on Addie Hutton. That'll be her first and Indiana's first. And to the line is Aubrey Spencer for Knoch.
Aubrey Spencer, come on.
First of 2 on the way is in. Bank is open, and she makes it.
Checking into the game for the Indians, number
Emily Betzinger and Cassie Boyer into the game for Indiana. Second attempt, no good off the back iron. It's tipped and into the hands somehow of Spencer. Knoch will maintain possession with a minute to go in the quarter. Now on a contested layup from the right side is Butterbaugh. It's no good. Ripped down by Lakin Kugler. And here comes Bella Antonacci across half court. Looking to make something happen on the right. She dishes into the posting Kugler, who almost made a beautiful shot, but instead it falls just short. Knoch on a chance to make this an 8 or 9-1 run over the past 6 minutes. Looking to the left corner. Fuller instead dishes it out to Natrell Ewing, trying to drive that left lane. Dribbles between two defenders. No shot. It's going to be a turnover as she's called for the travel. And into the game for Knoch is number 5, Nia Ewing, returning to the floor after a couple minutes off. 30 seconds to go. What is going on with our scoreboard? Not here at the site. It's our electronic one. Cassie Boyer taking it on the right side, 17 seconds left. Finding a little bit of room, goes up hard and draws the foul. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Clock stopped at 14.3 seconds. So Cassie Boyer to the line, fresh off the bench, looking to cut into this lead, or cut into this deficit, that is. First of 2 on its way, and good. Won't get into specifics, but if you're wondering why Boyer didn't start, she's dealing with a bit of a knee injury. Nothing too serious, but they're taking precautionary measures. Back into 2 is no good. It's 6-2. Knox still ahead. 10 seconds left. Looking to get final bucket before the quarter break. Loose ball, corralled, almost knocked out. Kugler knocked it out of the hands of her assignment. It's no good. And then another walk on Natrell Ewing with 1.9 seconds to go. Tried working something in the middle, but just took a couple extra steps, and Addie Hutton will inbound it to Bella Antonacci. They got 1.9 seconds to work with. Kugler puts up a heave, and it's no good off the corner of the glass, and that brings us to an end of the first quarter.
And that's the end of the first quarter. Your score.
And at the end of 1, it's Indiana trailing Knoch 6-2 on an IRMC High School Sports Night on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
The engineering firm of Young & Associates is proud to sponsor high school athletics. With offices in Indiana, Katanning, and Johnstown, Young & Associates is a full-service engineering, surveying, and design firm for private, public, and municipal entities, covering Western Pennsylvania, delivering solutions in a timely and cost-competitive manner. To see how they can be of service to you, go online to wjyaengineers.com.
Hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Tickets $14.50.
WDAD. And we're back with you on WDAD and Renda Digital TV, gearing up for the second quarter of action here from 5th Street Gym at Indiana. Score, contrary to what our scoreboard reader says on Renda Digital TV, it is 6-2 in favor of Knoch. Ready for the second quarter of action. Knoch will start things off. And we're underway, and new into the game for Knoch, we'll have that for you in just a second, is Serenity Kaseki, a senior standing 5'5". She's into the game. She quickly finds Natrell Ewing on the right side. Butterbaugh out to Nia Ewing for 3, and it's no good off the side iron and hits off the rail on top of the backboard, and Indiana will get free possession. Now resorting to a full court press. Indiana breaks it. Knoch almost came away with it. Nia Ewing tipped it out into her own bench, so Indiana will maintain possession for the time being. Ready to inbound it is Lakin Kugler, finding Bella Antonacci up top. Trying to make something happen. Fakes a shot. Finds Addie Hutton on the right side of the arc. Looking down low, nothing there. Dribbles, spins from the right side. It's no good. Kugler rips the ball down, and then a jump ball called. It's going to maintain or stay with Indiana. Folks, it's always good to be ranked number 1, and IRMC at Chestnut Ridge was voted Best Urgent Care and Walk-In Clinic in the Best of Indiana County contest. So next time you need to treat a minor illness or injury, they're open 7 days a week from 8 till 8. Located off Old Route 22 in Blairsville, get in, get out, get better. Part of the IRMC family. Better health, better life. Julie Antonacci returns to the floor, and quickly she's going to have a wide-open 3 attempt from the right side and sinks it. Indiana cuts into the deficit. It's 6-5 in favor of Knoch. Antonacci tried it a couple of times tonight, finally finds success for it. And now Indiana only trails by 1 with 7:05 to go in the half. Naturel Ewing up top, matched up with Julia. Over to the left side for Kaseki. To Ada Fuller in the left corner, nothing there. Finds Kaseki on the left. Directing traffic, trying to get by Bella Antonacci. Antonacci, though, cutting her off. Now up top to Naturel. Trying to drive the left side. Here's Ada Fuller. Up top, Nia Ewing. One dribble before giving it off to her sister up top. Drives in between 3 defenders. Dishes off a pass to Butterbaugh. Shot no good. It's deflected. Indiana comes down with the rebound. 6:30 to go in the half. It's 6-5 Knoch. Addie Hutton over to Bella Antonacci looking for Julie on the left side. Finds her. Fakes a shot. Puts up another fake. Drives on top of the key. Here's Addie Hutton. To the top, Bella Antonacci. Trying to make something happen. Dishes out to a wide-open Addie Hutton in the corner. She nails it. Indiana has stormed all the way back to take an 8-6 lead. Back-to-back 3 balls. Julie Antonacci the first and Addie Hutton the second. And Indiana, they're cooking with gas now, but Knoch has been resilient all game, as right now a 3-ball attempt, no good by Nia Ewing, and recovered by Addie Hutton. Hutton up top, giving it off to Antonacci on the left side, just a little off to her left. Looking for the posting, Emily Betzinger. Her shot goes up, it's deflected, and it'll go out of bounds. Glad to have you along. Jake Slebodnick joining you from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. People Forward Banking here at 5th Street Gym. Glad to have you along as we open our season of Indiana High broadcasts. Betzinger to inbound. Quickly popping a 3 balls. Bella Antonacci. It's no good. Into the hands of Butterbaugh. To the left, Nia Ewing had an open 3 for a second, but Antonacci collapses on her. Looking for Kaseki, and it's off her hands and out of bounds. 5 turnovers for Knoch here in the first half. Indiana now looking to build on their lead, 8-6 with 5:26 to go in the first half. Julie Antonacci trying to break the press. She does. She finds Addie Hutton, then finds Bella Antonacci. Wide open left lane shot, little off kilter. Now fighting for the rebound is Lakin Kugler, and that's also Jada Bergard. Jump ball called. It's going to go in favor of Knoch. 5:12 to go in the first half. Naturel Ewing brings it across the timeline, looking over to Butterbaugh, who immediately hands it off back to Ewing. Circling the perimeter. Here's Nia Ewing, trying to create something. Instead, dishes it off to her sister on the left. Now Ada Fuller with a corner 3, and she hits it to reclaim the lead for Knoch, 9-6. All points this quarter have been off the 3 ball. 2 by Indiana, 1 by Knoch. It's the Knights with a 9-8 lead. Antonacci breaking the press. Kugler matched up with her counterpart. Jump ball called. It's going to stay in favor of the Indians. And that'll give Knoch a chance to add in some fresh legs. That's Lauren Bowser, a junior standing 5'5", wearing number 22. Checks in for the first time today, and subbing out is Carly Butterbaugh. Bella Antonacci to inbound, and she finds Betzinger. Over to the right, back to Bella. Slightly contested 3. It's no good off the side iron. Julie Antonacci fighting for the rebound, but it's Kaseki who comes down with it. 4:25 and counting in the first half. With it, Lauren Bowser up top to Kaseki. Setting something up, taking the screen set by Naturel Ewing. Working the right side. Here's Nia Ewing popping a contested 3, and she hits it with ease. It's 12-6. Ewing's second 3 ball of the game, 4th of the quarter between both of these teams. Addie Hutton now looking to Betzinger, just near the low post. Finds Kugler, who's double teamed. She goes up hard off the glass. It's no good, and ripped down by Nia Ewing. Knoch on a chance to go on a run. Bowser up top. Here's Naturel Ewing looking the right side. Driving the baseline, dishing it out. Nia Ewing doesn't have a three. Instead, she finds Bowser looking to the right side. Here's Ada Fuller dishing to the left for Kaseki in the corner. Now into the further corner for Bowser. Nothing there. Gives it to Kaseki up top. 3:28 to go in the first half. 12-8 Knoch with the lead. Naturel goes up hard off the glass. No good. And it's going to end up in the hands of Addie Hutton. 12-8 the score. Indiana trailing by 4. The Knoch Knights looking strong. Coming in on the road. Spin move by Addie Hutton for a wide open Bella Antonesi from the left. It's no good. Naturel Ewing taking it down the length of the floor. Goes up hard from the left side, and that's in. Naturel Ewing makes it a 14-6 affair. First 2-point field goal of the game. Coach Michael Franciscus not too thrilled with what he's seen so far. Addie Hutton going up hard from the left. Almost got the bucket. That was on par, but then it just falls out of bounds. And a foul called. She'll go to the line to shoot two, but not before we have a timeout. 2:50 to go in the first half, and Knoch leading Indiana on the road by a score of 14-8. We're back in a minute on an IRMC High School Sports Night on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
And welcome you back to 5th Street Gym. It's 14-8 Knoch with 2:50 to go in the second quarter. Very fast-moving game. A lot of three balls here this quarter. 5 baskets have been scored. 4 of them have been from beyond the arc. Indiana with 2 from one from Julie Antonesi, the other from Addie Hutton. And at the line is Hutton to shoot 2, fouled before the break. First of 2 is in and out. Both teams struggling to find success from the charity stripe. Hutton puts up the second. That one's in. 1 of 2 trip for her. It's 14-9. I did some bad math here. Now Knoch with the ball on the right end of the court. Here's Kaseki up top taking the pass from Abigail Hawk, who's now into the game. To the left corner, Hawk will dribble it out, and here comes Lauren Bowser. To the right side, here's Nia Ewing, back up top. Hawk, 2:21 to go, 5 points separates these two teams. Bowser dribbles out from the right corner up top. Here's Nia Ewing, over to Kaseki. Almost loses the ball. Nothing collapsing, though, so she's able to get a pass off to Abigail Ewing. Loose ball, it's kicked, and both teams fall on top of it. Very quick whistle for a jump ball. It's going to be Knoch ball. Boyer, as soon as she came up with the ball, the whistle blew. And we're going to have a substitution as Butterball returns to the floor. Ada Fuller checks off for Knoch. And returning to the floor for Indiana is Emily Ferraro. She's in for Addie Hutton. Inbound pass coming from Nia Ewing finds Kaseki. 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Kaseki fakes the pass, then gives it up top to Nia Ewing. Trying to speed past her defensive assignment on the right side. Instead dishes it out to Hawk. Lauren Bowser with it. Loose ball, and falling on top of it is Bella Antonesi. It's going to go in favor of Indiana. They have 1:48 to go, trailing 5 here in the second quarter. We invite you to stick around. Our halftime report is next. We'll recap this very eventful first half. Not a lot of points on the board, but it's eventful either way. Hutton now returning to the floor for Indiana. Very abridged break for her. And Ada Fuller will check in momentarily for Knoch. Bella Antonesi brings it across half court, finds Julie on the right side. Down low, and a beautiful pass to Betzinger, but it's lost. Apologize, that was Kugler on the shot attempt. Rebounded by Knoch. Here comes Kaseki. Down to the right corner for Hawk. Back to Kaseki up top. Taking it across the arc, finding Bowser in the left-hand corner. It's no good, and here's Addie Hutton on the board. Spins out of danger. Over to Julie Antonacci. Thought about shooting the three. Finds Boyer left baseline. Goes up hard and shot no good. Gets her own rebound. Put back is no good. No whistle. Kugler on the rebound. That shot no good. Boyer on the fourth attempt, and she finds it. Temporary 14-11 score. Well, we remember it last season. Cassie Boyer was a very fierce fighter on the floor, and she proved it right there. Fourth attempt, and she's able to go up to make this a three-point affair. And with a made free throw, it could be two with 1:04 to go. Late addition for Indiana as Emily Ferraro returns to the floor for Addie Hutton. Along with Boyer, got to give credit to Kugler down on the right side, fighting for the rebounds. This one to make it a two-point affair, and Boyer nails it. The and one counts with 62 seconds to go in the first half. It's 14-12 Knoch. They look to create some separation before the halftime break. Over to the left side. Ball's loose almost beyond half court, but Nia Ewing with it. Took an extra step, and that's going to be a walk. Not many turnovers beside both of these teams, but Knoch has 6 right now. Indiana only has 2. They've had a lot of opportunities down low and from beyond the arc. They're just not getting their shots to fall. But a converted bucket here could tie it and possibly give them the lead if they get 3. Julie Antonacci finding a wide open Cassie Boyer. Tries to dish a pass off, and she's fouled. 40.5 seconds on the board. Foul's going to be called on Aubrey Spencer. Ferraro will check off for Indiana. Addie Hutton will add some height to the floor for Indiana. It's going to be Spencer's second foul, third for Knoch. Antonacci gets it into Lakin Kugler up top. Over to the left. Here's Antonacci driving. That's Julia. Now out to Boyer. Looking for something open. Finds Bella up top. 31 seconds to work with. Kugler ripping it out of midair. Finds Julie Antonacci to Bella for 3. It's good. Bella Antonacci puts Indiana ahead in the late goings in the second. 20 seconds to go. 16 now as Knoch had trouble, miscommunication. Trying to get somebody to get the inbound pass. Kaseki finds the left side. Here's Butterbaugh up top. Nia Ewing, 8 seconds to play in the quarter. Up top. Here's Butterbaugh driving the right side. Floater, it's no good. Boyer rips it out of the air, and Indiana fights back to take a lead at the half. Coach Franciscus is loving what he sees, but there's still 2 quarters of basketball to play. Indiana with a 15-14 lead thanks to 3 straight buckets. Well, chalk it up as 2 straight free throws, then a 3-pointer by Bella Antonacci. And at the half, our score is Indiana 15, Knoch 14. Our halftime report is next. We'll recap the first half and give you a look at first half stats. That's all coming up next on an IRMC High School Sports Night on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Hey, Indiana High sports fans. Good & Associates Insurance Agency is just like you. They support Indiana High sports, too. They're also proud to live in Indiana, where they help families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. Don't drop the ball. Get the professional coach.
Hey, Indiana sports fans! Good & Associates Insurance Agency is proud to support Indiana High sports. The team at Good & Associates live and work in Indiana and have been serving this great community since 1955. At Good & Associates, the priority is doing what is best for the clients, helping families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. The agency will be there every step of the way. Contact your trusted community advisor today, Good & Associates Insurance, to get a quote. 724-465-8887.
G. Meckling.
Hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Milk every moment.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance.
Hi, I'm Andrew Tylinski.
And I'm Rebecca Donahue.
The team at Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory in Indiana understands the importance of those qualities and is proud to be a presenting sponsor of All Little Indians video broadcast this year.
Beyond the Sunset can guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a beloved pet. You can find us online at beyondthesunsetpets.com.
When choosing a pet crematory, the crematory you choose does make a difference.
Luxembourg's Jewelers, a proud supporter of all the area athletes, would like to wish the best of luck to all the Heritage Conference schools and, of course, the Indiana Little Indians this season. With 2 convenient locations, Luxembourg's Jewelers is the winning choice for gifts of any occasion. Show your school pride with gifts ranging from beautifully logoed coffee mugs, keychains, money clips, water bottles, and more. From the Indiana Mall to downtown Indiana, Kip, Jeff, and the Luxembourg's team wishes everyone an MVP season. Luxembourg's Jewelers is Indiana's jeweler.
And we're back with you at 5th Street Gym here on WDAD and Renda Digital TV. At the half, the Indiana Little Indians come back to lead it 15-14. Tell you how we got here. At the end of one, it was 6-2. Indiana jumped out to a 1-0 lead thanks to a free throw by Julie Antonacci. But then Knoch fought back and added 6 unanswered points. That was until it was answered by Cassandra Boyer, who put up a free throw toward the end of the first quarter to lead it 6-2. And then both teams, a lot of three-pointers this second quarter. Julie Antonacci with a 3-ball to start things off. Addie Hutton added one at the 6-minute mark to make it 8-6 Indiana. That was their first lead, or their second lead of the game. Then Knoch went on back-to-back 3-point attacks. One by, I have the roster in front of me, Ada Fuller, and then the other by Nia Ewing to take a 12-8 lead. Knoch then added an insurance bucket thanks to Naturel Ewing. And then Indiana went on a, let me see if I can count that right, 7-0 run. No. Yeah, 7-0 run toward the final 2 minutes of the frame. And that leaves our score 15-14 at the half. Not many stats to tell you about. Let's see if we can get them this way just a little bit. At the half, leading scorer for Indiana is Addie Hutton with 7 points. Bella Antonacci and Julie Antonacci each with 3. Their lone shots coming off 3-point field goals. Lakin Kugler and Cassie Boyer each with 1. Rebounds, Addie Hutton has 5. Kugler and Bella Antonacci each with 2, and Cassie Boyer has 1. For Knoch, their leading scorer tonight is Naturel Ewing with 3 points. Behind her is Carly Butterball, and then they have 5 players with, I'm looking at rebounds. I'm mistaken, folks. Nia Ewing with 6 points. She leads the team. Following her is Naturel with 4. Ada Fuller with 3. Leading rebounder is Naturel Ewing with 3. Carly Butterball has 2, and 5 players have a rebound each. And with the score 15-14, Indiana at the half. Halftime adjustments. We'll tell you those right now. Indiana capitalize on shots. They've had a lot of good looks. They just haven't gotten anything to fall, or much of anything. They did get a lot of success here toward the end of the second quarter, and if they can continue pouring that on, they'll walk out of here victorious. For Knoch, forced some turnovers. Indiana only finished that first half with 2 turnovers, whereas the Knights committed 6 in of itself. So if they can limit turnovers and create some on defense, they'll be in good shape heading toward the tail end of this game. We'll take a timeout, come back. Third quarter of action coming your way next. It is an IRMC High School Sports Night brought to you by IRMC on the radio and by Bowser Minnick Funeral Home and Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory on our Renda Digital TV live stream. 15-14 Indiana over Knoch at the half. Third quarter of action next on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
Hello, this is Jay
and Shannon
from Hutton Blues Insurance. We pride ourselves on building strong personal relationships with our clients.
We are an independent agency offering you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, or life, you want an advocate working in your best interests. And that's Hutton Blues Insurance, Route 119 North, just outside of Indiana.
We're also honored to have been voted in the top 2 insurance companies in the 23-24 Best of Indiana County contest.
Thank you, Indiana County.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance.
Hi, I'm Andrew Tylinski.
And I'm Rebecca Donahue.
The team at Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory in Indiana understands the importance of those qualities and is proud to be a presenting sponsor of all Little Indians video broadcasts this year.
Beyond the Sunset can guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a beloved pet. You can find us online at beyondthesunsetpets.com.
When choosing a pet crematory, the crematory you choose does make a difference.
Milk every moment.
50
WDAD. And welcome you back to 5th Street Gym. At the half, it's Indiana 15 and Knoch 14. Third quarter of action just right around the corner. Folks, we want to let you know, stick around after the game, because coming up we'll announce our Gooden Associates Good Player of the Game. For Indiana, they look to get their first Good Player of the Game nod as we open our broadcast season for the Little Indians. Knoch, though, they'd love to have one as well. That's all coming up in the postgame. We're also going to talk with head coach Michael Franciscus, get his thoughts on tonight's matchup. Hey, before we move on with the third quarter, I want to send a special happy birthday to Pat Doherty. For those who don't know, on top of being a fantastic lawyer here in Indiana, I'm getting told he's walking around here. He's celebrating a birthday today, but for those who may not know, Pat is actually the impromptu voice of Indiana High football here on WDAD and Arenda Digital TV. Celebrating it in style here at 5th Street Gym. So happy birthday, Pat. We hope you have a great one. And Pat's also the sideline, or not the sideline guy. I'm the sideline guy. He's the color analyst for Indiana High football on our affiliate U92.5 FM. Always great working with him. In fact, Pat actually helped me get my start covering Indiana High sports. 2020 season, he helped me get accustomed to Indiana High football, so a little tidbit there for you. Ready for the third quarter of action, and Knoch with the ball, and quickly Butterball going up hard from the right side. Shot no good. Her putback is no good. Third time is good. 16-15. Knoch with the lead. Now Indiana with a chance, trying to break the press, and they do. Addie Hutton taking the long court pass from Julian Tenacey. Stolen away for the moment, so it will go as a turnover, but Butterball had her foot on the line, so that's going to be a turnover on Knoch. Coming to you tonight from our S&T Bank broadcast booth, S&T Bank, People Forward Banking. Garrett Clark, our studio engineer. We'll announce our video crew here toward the end as Julia Antonacci pops a wide open three and makes it.
Julia Antonacci.
18-16 Indiana. They reclaim the lead. 7:16 to go in the third quarter of action. 2 points separates these two teams. Knoch trying to get on a run. Butterball draws a foul. No! It's going to be a turnover. At first I thought she drew the contact from Cassie Boyer, but it's going to be a turnover. That's the 9th of the game for Knoch. Applying some pressure in the backcourt. Julie Antonacci over to her sister Bella, trying to break it. Now Addie Hutton with it. They get across half court. Looking for Bella up top. Addie Hutton, 5 count begins. Handoff now to Bella. Working that left side, trying to find some clearing. She does. A little floater from the middle of the key, and she hits it. Extends the lead, 20-16. 6:47 to go. Kaseki now on the opposite end for Knoch. Shot no good. It's going to be off the side of the glass into the hands of Addie Hutton. Leading rebounder for Indiana. Now taking it across the court on the right side, finds Julie Antonacci at the top. Over to Bella on the left wing. Bella trying to find some clearing. She finds Addie Hutton instead on the arc on the right side. Looking for something. Here's Julie Antonacci. To the right corner for Cassie Boyer. Entered late in the second period and has been on fire since. Coach Franciscus leaving her in. Bella over to Julie on the right side. Fakes a shot. Trying to drive. Nothing there. Finds Lakin Kugler. Fakes a shot. Driving the baseline. Forced to pick up her dribble. Now Cassie Boyer from the left post. Over to the middle of the key, and she's wide open for a mid-range J. 22-16, Indiana opening up this third quarter with a 7-2 lead over the first 2 minutes. Or 3 minutes. No, it's 2. Ada Fuller driving the center lane, goes up hard from the left side, and a beautiful shot. It is 22-18. Some Knights trail back, applying some pressure. Now Indiana trying to beat their half-court press, or their full-court press. They have done so, and they do it again. Julie Antonacci on the left side, dishing it to the lefting post is Lakin Kugler. Shot's no good. Boyer overcoming 2 defenders for the rebound. She goes up, and 3 in the key called. Turnover, Indiana. 5:23 to go in the third quarter. The Little Indians with a 22-18 lead over the visiting Knights of Knoch. Knights go back to work. Butterball bringing it across the timeline. 5:16 to go in the third quarter. Now Butterball with it. Looking to the left, here's Ada Fuller. Driving, kicks it out to Kaseki, wide open for 3, right near the edge of the arc. It's no good. Julie Antonacci gets the ball. Leading pass up court for Addie Hutton. From the left side, it's tipped away, and not out of bounds is Butterball. She controls it. Turnover, Indiana. That's their third. Now loose ball. Addie Hutton picks it up from the right side, and she nails it. Easy layup, 24-18. And now Nia Ewing brings it across the timeline, finding Butterball up top. The Knights trailing by 6, 4:40 to go in the third quarter. Antonacci taking a shot from her counterpart, so she draws some contact, and that'll be the first on Bella tonight. Clock stopped at 4:36. Inbound pass, finding Ada Fuller, who takes it inside, but then to Kaseki. Redemption 3 on the way. That one's no good, but it goes right into the hands of Naturel Ewing, who goes up hard and draws the foul. She'll go to the line. So she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Good time to tell you that a lot can happen to kids after hours. Athletes twist their ankles, so on and so forth. So if your child or teen needs care and your doctor's office is closed, IRMC Chestnut Ridge is open 7 days a week from 8 till 8 for the treatment of minor illnesses and injuries. Part of the IRMC family, better health, better life. Ewing hits the first and then misses the back end of it. 24-19 the score. The Knights get the lead back. Now Kaseki will regroup up top. Naturel trying to take it out of the left side. Finds her sister Nia up top. Now to the left for Kaseki, trying to find something on that right side. They hand it off to Ada Fuller. Dribbles in between 2 defenders, loses the ball. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by an Little Indian at the 4:05 mark here in quarter number 3. Addie Hutton had to go retrieve it from the supply closet. Naturel Ewing will take it out from the baseline. Naturel gets it inside. Kaseki driving the left lane, goes up. Ill-advised shot, not a lot of control on it. Trying to save it as it juggled around the rim. Trailing out of bounds, and she'll be on the line as that happened. And they're going to shut the door to the supply closet. Clock stopped at 4 minutes even. If it was at 3:59, we go to a break. Indiana with the ball. Bella Antonacci bringing it across at the 3:58 mark. Knoch bringing the defense back slightly. Hutton taking the pass right. Dribbling left, over to Bella Antonacci. Corner three coming, it's no good, too much mustard. Kugler trying to fight it, but overcoming two defenders for Knoch is Carly Butterbaugh. Savannah Hawk with it. I'm sorry, that's Nia Ewing. Hard to read those numbers from up here. Butterbaugh to Naturel Ewing, taking the screen set by Fuller. Cut off, though, in traffic by Lakin Kugler, over to the right side for Fuller. 3:24 to go. Here's Butterbaugh. Thought about a shot. Instead, she'll carry it, and then a walk called, and that'll bring a timeout on the floor as Knoch commits their fourth turnover of the third quarter. 3:20 to go at the timeout here in quarter number 3. It's Indiana 24 and Knoch 19. We're back in a minute on an IRMC High School Sports Night on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Hey, Indiana High School.
Hey, Indiana sports fans! Good & Associates Insurance Agency is proud to support Indiana High Sports. The team at Good & Associates live and work in Indiana and have been serving this great community since 1955. At Good & Associates, the priority is doing what is best for the clients, helping families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. The agency will be there every step of the way. Contact your trusted community advisor today, Good & Associates Insurance, to get a quote. 724-465-8887.
WDAD Indiana.
3:20 to go in the third quarter here at 5th Street Gym, Indiana, with a 24-19 lead over the Knoch Knights. Still a lot of game to go, though. Jake Slebodnick joining you from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. Bella Antonacci bringing it across the timeline, trying to extend the lead for Indiana High. Finds her sister Julia, now to the foul line for Bella. It's a loose ball, and somehow Indiana comes up with it. Overcoming some danger to the left side. Wide open is Hutton, who dishes it down low to the post and Kugler. Now to Julia up top, back to Hutton. They'll just work the trifecta for now. Under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Here's Julia Antonacci up top. To the right side, here's Hutton. Antonacci, Julia, that is, wide open on the left side. A little too tall of a pass. She's able to bring it down, but it cuts off her opportunity for a three ball. Antonacci to her sister Bella at the right elbow. Trying to make something happen at the 2:33 mark. Nothing doing. To the right side for Hutton. Bella backing in, trying to make something happen in the right post. Instead, they opt to go to Boyer. To Julia. To Bella in the left corner. Nothing there. Trying to drive inside. Matched up with Kasecki. Contested shot. It's no good. Into the hands of Lakin Kugler. The redemption shot is no good. Boyer comes down with the rebound. The third attempt. That one's no good. And a fight for the rebound. Kasecki has it. 3 opportunities. No points for Indiana on that drive. They lead it by 5. Almost cut down to 2 by Nia Ewing on a 3-point shot. It's no good. And then scramble for the ball as Carly Butterbaugh fell on top of it. She also fell on top of the baseline. It'll go in favor of Indiana. Under 2 minutes to play at 1:54 here in the third quarter on Renda Digital TV. Glad to have you along. First of 2 tonight. The boys follow suit against the DuBois Beavers. Tip-off set for around 7:30, but with how fast this game's going, they might start that early. Julia Antonacci to the right post. Quick give to Cassie Boyer. Through 2 defenders. Finds Bella Antonacci. From the left elbow, it's off the front of the rim. Too short. Butterbaugh takes it in her hands, and now they're going to try to flip the court. Taking it the length, now dishing it out to Naturel Ewing. With 1:27 to go, Kasecki to the right side, Nia Ewing back to Kasecki. And we have a blocking foul on Julia Antonacci. Third foul of the half for Indiana. First for Antonacci. No fouls for Knoch. Emily Ferraro into the game for Indiana. Off comes Addie Hutton. Butterbaugh with it up top. Over to the left side is Naturel Ewing. Over to the right side, Kasecki. Taking it across the perimeter. Now to Butterbaugh. They have Naturel in the right corner. They go to her. She pops a 3 ball. It's no good. Ferraro and Antonacci. Julia, that is, fight for the rebound. And it is Julia who comes down with the board. To a wide open Lakin Kugler from the left side. Nobody saw her, myself included, and she goes up hard to extend Indiana's lead. It's 26-19. 53 seconds and counting. Kasecki Dishing it out to Nia Ewing. A little bit of an opening on the right baseline. Little teardropper into the hands of Julia Antonacci. 42 seconds here in the third quarter. Indiana looking to continue to pile on. A 3-ball would give them their first double-digit lead of the game. Boyer to the left side for Ferraro. Scanning the vicinity. Opts to go to the left for Bella Antonacci at the 30-second mark. Here's Antonacci. Crosses over to the left. Now to Julia. 10 seconds to go. Ferraro trying to create something. Over to Bella Antonacci, who pops open a 3-ball. It's no good. Ball's loose. Corralled by Knoch. They're going to double team her near the baseline. And then a jump ball called right before the quarter break. And I think they're going to put maybe 0.1 seconds on the board. Indiana will have possession, actually. They'll put 0.3 seconds on the board. Quick catch and shoot. Question is, would it be valid? Coach Franciscus getting a bit of an explanation from the official. He's trying to make a case for maybe more time, but he won't win it. 0.3 seconds on the board. Antonacci to inbound. She finds Bella. Throws it up. And no good. We played 3 quarters here at 5th Street Gym. The Indiana Little Indians, they're stout. They lead it 26-19. Fourth quarter of action coming your way next on an IRMC High School Sports Night on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
AM 1450 WDAD.
And we're ready for the final quarter here at 5th Street Gym. Game 1 of 2 of tonight's doubleheader. The boys in action next over DuBois, but right now the Indiana girls leading the Knoch Knights at the start of the final 8 minutes. Score 26-19. Glad to have you along. Jake Slebodnick joining you from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. The Knights with the ball to start off the fourth quarter of action. Naturel Ewing over to the left side for Kosecki. They look to cut into this deficit. Very manageable deficit. And Ada Fuller overcomes her defender. As it collapses on her, 3 defenders around her. She goes up hard from the left and gets it to fall in. It's 26-21. Bella Antonacci swing pass down low on the hop to Lakin Kugler. Double team. She goes up hard from the right side. Shot no good. Boyer on the rebound. Second attempt no good. Fuller coming down with the board. Knoch with it again, trying to make it back-to-back buckets. Nia Ewing bringing it across the timeline. Over to the top, Naturel with it. Loose ball, tipped as the pass attempt was going to the left side, but it's Boyer coming up with it. Fifth turnover of the second half for Knoch. Addie Hutton looking to the right side for Bella Antonacci. Pocket collapses on her. Here comes Addie Hutton over to the right side for Cassie Boyer. Now down low. Errant pass. It's no good. Fourth turnover of the half for Indiana. And then a timeout taken by Knoch. We'll take one with them. 6:45 to go in the final quarter of play. 5 points separates these two teams. We're back in 30 seconds on an IRMC High School Sports Night. It's WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Medicine.
Classic Hits 1450.
WDAD. 6:45 to go in the final quarter. Indiana leading Knoch 26-21 after the timeout. Knights with it, trying to work something up. Cut into this deficit even more. Natural Ewing posting up right side. Goes up hard, rolls around the rim, and it's corralled by Bella Antonacci. Indiana unsuccessful last trip down. They look to capitalize with some points here. Get a reminder coming up after the game. We'll be naming our Gooden Associates Good Player of the Game. A lot of great candidates right now. We'll tell you who it is in our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show, which is coming up immediately after regulation. Unless we go to overtime, of course. Addie Hutton with it. Dishing it up top. Here's Lakin Kugler. Kugler has not been in the stat column that much, but I'll tell you what, she's been a fierce fighter down low. Addie Hutton finds a little bit of clearing from the center lane, goes up hard, gets her own rebound. Shot, it is no good, but she draws the foul. She'll go to the line to shoot two. 3 points ahead for Addie Hutton if she can capitalize. Good time to tell you, it's always good to be ranked number one. And IRMC at Chestnut Ridge was voted the best urgent care and walk-in clinic in the Best of Indiana County contest. It's really no wonder, because at Urgent Care, they fast-track and get you quick access to their team of medical experts. Highly trained and ready to treat all minor injuries and illnesses. Open 7 days a week from 8 till 8. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge off Old Route 22 in Blairsville, part of the IRMC family. Better health, better life. Friend of two misses for Addie Hutton. She'll try to walk away with at least one. And she does. It's 27-21. Foul shooting has not been a specialty for either side tonight. Not many opportunities for Knoch, but had troubles finding it. And Cassie Boyer with a fantastic steal down low as Knoch tried getting something in the low post. Ever since she's come off that bench in the second quarter, she's done nothing but excel defensively. Couple rebounds, couple steals as well. And the Indians have new life. Addie Hutton at the 5:30 mark here in quarter number 4. Cassie Boyer with it. Bella Antonacci up top. Indians clearly leading by 6. 27-21 here in the fourth quarter. 5:17 to go. Bella will slow things down up top, matched up with Ada Fuller. Ops to the right with Addie Hutton. Cassie Boyer with it. To the left for Antonacci. Antonacci driving the left line. Now Kugler from the left baseline. Goes up hard off the glass and in. Systemic basketball working for Lakin Kugler. And now the Knights with Ada Fuller on the left side. Now back to Natural Ewing up top. A little bit of running room. Loses the ball. And they're going to say it was off Natural Ewing. She luckily was not called for a travel, but she coughed up the ball. 7th turnover of the half for the Knights. 13th of the game. Addie Hutton inbounds the ball. Almost lost it. It's going to be off Boyer's leg. Turnover, Indiana. Or no, it's going to be off Knoch, excuse me. So no turnover for Indiana. I'm still in the first half here. Bella Antonacci flashing it up court to Addie Hutton. And ball's tipped out of bounds. Not sure if a foul was called or if they're just going to say it was a deflected pass. It's just a tip pass. 4:30 to go in the game. It's 29-21 Indiana with a slim lead, looking to pick up a non-conference win over Knoch. Early parts of the season. Again, tomorrow would mark one calendar year. These two teams clashing on the road at Knoch. Boyer taking the leading pass down court from the left side. Little floater gives it to Fallon. Coach Franciscus is loving it. 31-21, largest lead of the night for either side. 10 points. Natural Ewing on the opposite end. Hook shot from the left is no good. Julia Antonacci comes down with it. Over to Bella. Cross-court pass to the right for Addie Hutton. Swing pass up top. Here's Julia Antonacci. And then a timeout taken by Coach Franciscus at the 4-minute mark. And we'll take a 30-second timeout. 4 minutes to go in the game. Indiana with a 10-point lead, 31-21 over Knoch on an IRMC High School Sports Night. It's WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Renda Digital TV is Indiana County's leading live stream service. Our team of dedicated producers and on-air personalities work hard to bring you network-level event and sports coverage to your fingertips. And if you can't make it, every live stream is archived, so you never miss a minute. And for you IUP football fans, Renda Digital TV is the exclusive home of Hawk Talk, airing every Monday during the season. Subscribe to Renda Digital TV for free today.
DAD Indiana!
4 minutes even to go in the final quarter of play here in this girls' matchup between Indiana and Knoch. The Little Indians with a 31-21 lead, but Knoch looking to cut into it and maybe come back and win this one. Addie Hutton taking the pass from Julie Antonacci. She's double-teamed at half court, and Coach Franciscus will take another timeout. Caught myself, almost said Franciscan. I'm proud of myself. Waited till the fourth quarter before that. And we'll keep it right here. It's only 30 seconds, so we'll keep it right here. Let you know that a lot can happen to kids after hours, not just on the basketball court. Babies get fevers, children step on glass, athletes twist their ankles, so much more can happen. So if your child or teen needs care and your doctor's office is closed, the folks at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge have you covered. They're open 7 days a week from 8 till 8. Since 2009, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge on Old Route 22 in Blairsville, where you get in, get out, and get better. They were also voted Best Urgent Care and Walk-In Clinic in the Best of Indiana County contest. And the folks over at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge wish you and your family a very happy holiday. Quick timeout, 3:53 to go in the fourth quarter, 31-21 the score. Bella Antonacci inbounds it to Julia on the right side of the arc. They had Kugler wide open, but instead they resort to Bella up top. Here's Kugler. Three defenders clash. Right side of the court was wide open, but the pass is intercepted by Kosecki, taking it the length of the floor. It goes up hard. It's no good. Addie Hutton with the rebound. Carefully gets a dribble down. And Indiana, despite coughing up the ball, will prevail. Addie Hutton getting double teamed on the left side. Kosecki trying to work the foul. Nothing there. Bella Antonacci, swing pass down low. Cross court to the left post for Kugler. It's tipped out of bounds by Carly Butterball, and we have a timeout on the floor. 3:23 to go in this first of two matchups here tonight. The Indiana girls leading the Knoch Knights 31-21. It is an IRMC high school sports night on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
This is Jay
and Shannon
from Hutton Blues Insurance. We pride ourselves on building strong personal relationships with our clients.
We are an independent agency offering you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, or life, you want an advocate working in your best interests. And that's Hutton Blues Insurance, Route 119 North, just outside of Indiana.
We're also honored to have been voted in the top 2 insurance companies in the 23-24 Best of Indiana County contest.
Thank you, Indiana County. Blues Insurance in Indiana.
The engineering firm of Young & Associates is proud to sponsor high school athletics. With offices in Indiana, Katanning, and Johnstown, Young & Associates is a full-service engineering, surveying, and design firm for private, public, and municipal entities, covering Western Pennsylvania, delivering solutions in a timely and cost-competitive manner. To see how they can be of service to you, go online to wjyaengineers.com.
1450 WDAD.
3:23 to go in regulation here between Indiana and Knoch. First of two games tonight coming up after this one. About 15 minutes between both of these games. The Indiana boys will battle the DuBois Beavers here at 5th Street Gym. And it'll be a continuous stream, so don't think you need to add it or go to another one to get that game. It'll be right here on Renda Digital TV. Inbound pass almost tipped. Well, it was tipped by Nia Ewing, almost stolen away, but Bella Antonacci recovers. Indiana goes back to work on offense following the break. Addie Hutton trapped on the left side. Over to Lakin Kugler. Swing pass to the cutting Julia Antonacci, and she puts it up and in. Great ball movement by Indiana. 33-21 the score on the opposite end. Naturel Ewing goes up hard from the right side. It's no good. Swing pass out. And a long three ball, no good by Lauren Bowser. It's into the hands of Lakin Kugler. And under 3 minutes to go at 2:50 to play. Bella Antonacci brings it up top. Here's Julia Antonacci. Passes down low to the right side for Boyer, who finds Kugler cutting toward the middle. Goes up hard, doesn't get the bucket, and gets the foul. Kugler returns to the line for the second time. Last time she was at the line was the first time Indiana got on the scoring column. But 1 of 2 her first trip. This time she starts things off with a successful bucket. A couple of substitutions for Knoch as Ada Fuller and Abigail Hawk check back in. Kugler looking to make it a perfect trip. Puts up the second attempt, and that one swishes right through.
2 points for Lincoln Kugler.
2 of 2 on that trip for Kugler. Indiana starting to pull away with 2:30 to go in the game. Naturel Ewing going up hard from the right side. Shot no good. Carly Butterball right there on the defensive board, on the offensive board. Her putback is no good. Antonacci tried saving it. It's corralled by Knoch. The shot, it goes in, and the foul. Carly Butterball will go to the line. And the foul is charged to Cassie Boyer. That's her second. And Butterball's three-point attempt is good. 35-24. And now resorting to a full-court press is Knoch. Bella Antonacci has to get something going, but Coach Franciscus will call for a timeout. 2:17 to go in regulation. We'll take a 30-second timeout with Indiana leading 35-24. This is an IRMC High School Sports Night on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Renda Digital TV is Indiana County's leading live stream service. Our team of dedicated producers and on-air personalities work hard to bring you network-level event and sports coverage to your fingertips. And if you can't make it, every live stream is archived, so you never miss a minute. And for you IUP football fans, Renda Digital TV is the exclusive home of Hawk Talk, airing every Monday during the season. Subscribe to Renda Digital TV for free today.
Classic Hits 1450.
WDAD.
2:17 to go in regulation. The Indiana Little Indians with a 35-24 lead over the Knoch Knights. Glad to have you along. Jake Slebodnick joining you from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. Indiana High dance team entertaining the crowd here. Decent crowd on tap. The far side bleachers toward the right side pretty packed. Left side there as well. Some fans here on the near side bleachers. Julia Antonacci off the Indiana timeout finds Bella, who's immediately cornered. Puts it down. Finds Addie Hutton. They got to get across half court, and they do. Wide open Cassie Boyer on the opposite end. Kisses it off the glass and in. 37-24, Indiana with the lead. 2 minutes to play. Naturel Ewing takes it the length of the hardwood. Goes up hard from the left side and draws the foul. Foul's going to be on Bella Antonacci. That's Indiana's second foul of the quarter at 1:57. Antonacci's second foul of the night. Inbound pass finding Ada Fuller. Now to Abby Hawk on the left side. Ball's almost tipped away by Bella Antonacci, but good ball control by Hawk to keep it alive. Kasecki hands it off to Naturel Ewing at the top. Dishes to the right corner. Abby Hawk for three. No good off the side iron. And flying in for the rebound is Ada Fuller. Pass attempt is no good. It'll head out of bounds. It's the 8th turnover for Knoch here in the second half. And we have 100 seconds to go here in the ball game. 1:40 to go. 37-24 Indiana with a lead over Knoch. And Nia Ewing checking back onto the floor for Abby Hawk for Knoch. Hawk for Knoch. Julie Antonacci with the inbound pass to Bella Antonacci. Runs into two defenders. Julie Antonacci over to Addie Hutton. Indiana gets across half court. Finds Julia over to the left for Bella. To the right side, Addie Hutton up top. Here's Julie Antonacci faking out a defender. They still got one trailing behind. Pass goes to Bella Antonacci. Wide open is Cassie Boyer on the right side. Up top, Julia. And a trip on Naturel Ewing. Defensive foul called, so Indiana forced Knoch to commit their third foul of the game of the fourth quarter. And for Naturel Ewing, that is her third personal foul. Again, a reminder coming up in our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show. We'll talk with Coach Franciscus, and if Indiana can hold on, we'll talk to our Good and Associates Good Player of the Game. Bella Antonacci getting the pass inbounds to Addie Hutton, who's cornered near half court. Jump ball called, and Indiana maintains possession. 1:09 to go in the game. Indiana with a 13-point lead, 37-24. Bella Antonacci to inbound. She does so to Addie Hutton in the right corner. Defense collapses on her. Looking for Bella Antonacci. It's tipped, and it's going to be backcourt violation. Indiana with the turnover. Their 6th of the half. Indiana, a couple mistakes on them here as things get going in the second half. They only committed 2 turnovers in that first half. They've committed 6 since then. They've tripled their turnover total. 60 seconds to go. Indiana looking like they're going to walk away winners in this one. 37-24 the score as Ada Fuller takes it on the left side for Knoch. Back up top, Nia Ewing over to the left for Kaseki. Back up top. Nia to Naturel. They're going to give it back to Nia. 3-ball coming from Kaseki. It's no good. It's a loose ball. Cassie Boyer comes down with the rebound. 37 seconds to go. And Bella Antonacci finds Julie on the opposite end of the floor. Now to Addie Hutton. Kaseki reaches, no foul called. Heave of desperation by Hutton somehow finds Lakin Kugler. And it looks like they're trying to foul, but nothing's getting called. Julie Antonacci over to Lakin Kugler for the dagger, and it's good. 39-24. 12 seconds to go in the game. Indiana will come away with their 3rd win of the season. A little teardropper from the left side for Ada Fuller. Follows her shot, no good. Second attempt, no good. Third attempt, no good. 2 seconds to go in the game. Bella Antonacci will hold on to it. And that's the final in game number 1. Indiana wins it 39-24 over the Knoch Knights. Stay tuned. Our First Commonwealth Bank postgame show is next. First Commonwealth Bank, time to be first. Member FDIC. We'll talk with Coach Franciscus and name our good associates, good player of the game. Our First Commonwealth Bank postgame show is coming your way next on an IRMC High School Sports Night, WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Milk every moment.
To make this a brighter, merrier season for all, I'm Dave Reed wishing you and yours a very safe and happy holiday from all of us at First Commonwealth Bank, member FDIC.
AM 1450 WDAD.
Final score from 5th Street Gym. It's Indiana 39 and Knoch 24, the first of our doubleheader tonight. Boys game coming your way next as Indiana will battle DuBois here in the nightcap. But for the girls game, it was a pretty good game on both ends. Pretty small scoring affair after one. Knoch led that one 6-2. Indiana only getting 2 points off the free throw line. But Knoch, some success. They scored their first points with 5 minutes to go in the first on a 3-ball by Nia Ewing. They added 3 more after that. Then in the second quarter, things got interesting. 4 straight 3-pointers to open things up. 2 by Indiana and 2 by Knoch. Knoch then took a 14-8 lead toward the mid-range, but Indiana went on a 7-0 run over the final 2 minutes of the half to take a 15-14 lead after 2. Then in the third quarter, it was a shootout until Indiana gained some separation. They led they trailed 16-15 to open things up, but then they scored several buckets, took a 22-16 lead, and after Knoch got one back, they continued piling it on and took a 26-19 lead after 3. And then in the fourth quarter, Indiana just continued to pour on the gas, scoring 13 points in that frame to come out on top 39-24. Our Gooden Associates Good Player of the Game, we're going to announce that now, and they'll be on their way up with Coach Franciscus. Hope to have that for you. Our Gooden Associates Good Player of the Game is Addie Hutton of Indiana. She was really good tonight, 10 points, 8 rebounds. It was a pretty hard contest, though, for Good Player of the Game. Lakin Kugler followed in with 9 points and 4 rebounds. Julia Antonacci, 8 points, 4 rebounds as well. So the competition was pretty stiff, but Addie Hutton came out on top. She had some pretty crucial rebounds, both offensively and defensively. And obviously the lone person in the game to score above 10 points, or 10 points or above. Congratulations to her. She is our first Gooden Associates Good Player of the Game for 2023. And Nia Ewing, the leading scorer for Knoch, Ada Fuller, she had 7 points and 2 rebounds. Carly Butterbaugh and Naturel Ewing each with 5 points and 5 rebounds. Nia Ewing, 6 points and a rebound to her credit. Still waiting for Coach Franciscus. He'll be up momentarily. Cassie Boyer off the bench, 7 points and 5 rebounds. Didn't start tonight's game. Didn't even see court action until the second quarter. So she had a really good night coming off the bench. Free throw shooting, Indiana struggled at first, but then they really caught on. 7 of 10 from the charity stripe, shot 70%. Also notched 4 3-pointers in the game. For Knoch, 60% from the line, 3 of 5 at the charity stripe. Again, coming up next, we got the Indiana boys going up against the DuBois Beavers. DuBois, a little under an hour and a half away here from 5th Street Gym. And we'll have that for you coming up. They put 15 on the board, so a little after 7:30 is when we're going to tip off for that game. And we're hoping to be joined by Coach Franciscus and Addie Hutton here in just a little bit. But I'll tell you what, if we can get Garrett Clark to flip the script over to the boys log, we'll get into our pregame spots for that. That way we can save some time for Coach Franciscus and Addie Hutton. DuBois in Indiana coming your way next, our second of the doubleheader tonight. You're watching Indiana High basketball on Renda Digital TV, presented by the Bowser Minnick Funeral Home and Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory, and on WDAD you're listening, presented by the by the Indiana Regional Medical Center. Better health, better life. And we got the boys coming your way next. Don't go anywhere here on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Sports are fun.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Hello, this is Jay
and Shannon
from Hutton Blues Insurance. We pride ourselves on building strong personal relationships with our clients.
We are an independent agency offering you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, or life, you want an advocate working in your best interests. And that's Hutton Blues Insurance, Route 119 North, just outside of Indiana.
We're also honored to have been voted in the top 2 insurance companies in the 23-24 Best of Indiana County contest.
Thank you, Indiana County.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
The engineering firm of Young & Associates is proud to sponsor high school athletics. With offices in Indiana, Katanning, and Johnstown, Young & Associates is a full-service engineering, surveying, and design firm for private, public, and municipal entities, covering Western Pennsylvania, delivering solutions in a timely and cost-competitive manner. To see how they can be of service to you, go online to wjyaengineers.com.
And we welcome you back here to 5th Street Gym. The Indiana girls with a 39-24 win over the Knoch Knights. We're joined here as we lead up to tip-off for Indiana boys battling DuBois. We're joined by some of the members of the girls basketball team, including head coach Michael Franciscus. And Coach, we talked about it before the game. One of the things you said is it'd be so exciting to get your first home win in the home opener. Well, you got it. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels great. I mean, it feels good to be 1-0 at home. It feels good to be 3-1 overall. We really had to battle for that win, and we did a really good job. Playing disciplined, playing composed, and just being the better team tonight. We did a really good job.
Take me through what are some of the things that really caught your eye about how your team performed tonight, because it really looked like a complete effort, not many mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, it really was a complete effort. We didn't knock it off to the strong start we hoped, but we battled back, and once we found our footing and started playing more disciplined, taking better shots and making them, the rebounding and defense came with that. So we really just, in all facets of the game, defense, rebounding, and offensively, we found our footing in the second quarter. Only had 2 points in the first, but, we exploded for 13 in the second quarter, and then we had a strong start to the second half, and that's what we always talk about, is a strong start. Didn't have it in the first half, but we were able to, basically hold pace and, keep battling, take the lead before halftime, and then get a strong start to the second half. It was a really good effort, and we finished it strong too.
One thing I noticed is in that first half alone, you forced Knoch into committing 6 turnovers while you guys only committed 2. You guys played really secure basketball, and against a team like Knoch, you got to be on top. You got to be on your best game. You guys were in that first half, especially. How important was it that you guys limited your turnovers and forced them to make mistakes?
I mean, we always talk about discipline, take discipline and composure. We knew Knoch was a really good team. They played really good defense, and we got the game we expected tonight. Okay, we expected them, to really work to keep us out of the paint on defense based on their style of play, and that's what they did, because they played really disciplined basketball as well. But we were just a little bit more composed tonight. We always talk about that discipline, and at the end of the day, we were able to step up when we needed to. But we really did play, as close to mistake-free as you could have in a really good environment tonight to get a big win.
It's never easy coming home for the first time this season, but I'll tell you what, Addie Hutton looked superb down on the floor. She was our Good Associates good player of the game. 10 points, 8 rebounds, closed in on her double-double in her first home game as a sophomore. Comment on her performance tonight. She was just outstanding.
I think we all played great. I think Addie was just she played awesome, but so did everybody else. It was a whole team effort, and Addie would say the same thing. Whole team effort for a great win, right, Addie? Yes.
Gives a thumbs up. We'll chat with you in a second. One other crucial thing at the free throw line, 7 of 10. Those are free points you guys took, and that you guys did. Struggled at first, but then you sort of caught on in the second half, and really I think that's what helped contribute to the win tonight.
Yeah, 70% is a good goal to hit, and we hit it. That was a really good job. But like I said, all day, discipline and composed. We did what we needed to do to win. We're really proud of ourselves.
I looked down on the sideline, and I'll leave off with this. No matter what happened, anything that happened in a good way, you were excited, the girls were excited. Is that something that you came in and that you wanted to incorporate throughout the season, is high vibes? We're never going to get down. We got to keep things high and keep our confidence high as well.
Absolutely. Energy is important and confidence is huge. And we really did a really good job of showcasing that tonight. And I'm just really proud of how we played as a team tonight. Always picked each other up when we were down, and we found a way to finish it together.
Well, you go on to face Penn Hills next. How does this sort of win set the tone for that next game?
I think it's a huge tone center. Penn Hills is going to be tough. It's our first section game. It's back here at home. So if we want to find a way to get that win, it's going to be a tough game. Penn Hills is a really good team. We'll have 2 good practices leading up to it. I know we're going to be ready.
Coach, thanks for the time. Congrats on the win, and we'll talk to you next time.
Thanks, Jake.
Coach Michael Franciscus of the Indiana High Girls Basketball Team will bring our Good Associates good player of the game over, Addison Hutton. 10 points, 8 rebounds for her here tonight. We'll get her in front of the camera here on Ren Digital TV. Addie, it just seemed like you guys were in total control from the start. Take me through your perspective. How did you guys come on top tonight?
The support from the bench and the people on the court is what gets me hyped most of all.
Coach mentioned one thing, and I'm sure you can echo this too. It was a complete team effort. You start off a little bit slow, maybe just trying to shake off some rust, but as you guys went on through the game, you started catching some fire. Talk about how important it was to stay connected as a team tonight.
Staying connected, you're right. Keeping us together. Foul shots, when you miss them and then your team gets you pumped up, that's...
How awesome is it to pick up a win here in your home opener in your sophomore season?
Feels wonderful.
How does this sort of set the tone going forward? You guys battle Penn Hills next, and it's a long season, so you got to set that confidence and set the bar high early. How does this sort of set the tone?
Being 3-1, really. Like if we were 1-3, it'd be like give up. But like right now, we're doing great.
You guys have a lot of sophomores on your team, yourself included. Do you think that maybe that's going to help build things for the future? You know, start off young, get some valuable varsity reps, some key wins like this tonight. You think that sort of sets a really good tone for the future?
Yeah, being close in age helps a lot.
Hey, Addie, congratulations on a fantastic game. Congrats on the big win. Can't wait to see what you guys do throughout the rest of the season, and we'll talk to you next time.
Thank you.
That's Addison Hutton, our Good Associates, good player of the game. I'll take that headset for you. And we'll take a timeout. We'll come back, set the table, and before you know it, we will have tip-off between Indiana and DuBois here on an IRMC High School Sports Night on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance.
Hi, I'm Andrew Tylinski.
And I'm Rebecca Donahue.
The team at Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory in Indiana understands the importance of those qualities and is proud to be a presenting sponsor of all Little Indians video broadcasts this year.
Beyond the Sunset can guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a beloved pet. You can find us online at beyondthesunsetpets.com.
When choosing a pet crematory, the crematory you choose does make a difference.
Luxembourg's Jewelers, a proud supporter of all the area athletes, would like to wish the best of luck to all the Heritage Conference schools and, of course, the Indiana Little Indians this season. With 2 convenient locations, Luxembourg's Jewelers is the winning choice for gifts of any occasion. Show your school pride with gifts ranging from beautifully logoed coffee mugs, keychains, money clips, water bottles, and more. From the Indiana Mall to downtown Indiana, Hip, Jeff, and the Luxembourg's team wishes everyone an MVP season. Luxembourg's Jewelers is Indiana's jeweler.
Milk every moment.
We welcome you back to 5th Street Gym, gearing you up for game number 2 of our Indiana basketball doubleheader. The girls just completing a 39-24 win over the Knoch Knights, and now it's the boys' turn as they take on the DuBois Beavers. I'd like to welcome you back into our S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. Jake Slebodnick joining you as we get set for the nightcap. Some people we want to thank before we get to game number 2. I want to thank Garrett Clark, our studio engineer, back in the WDAD studios. We thank him for his help on the radio side. On the video side, Anthony Larch has been our camera person tonight. He's done a great job. And Laura Slebodnick is our statistician. Just a reminder, I guess you could say she's helped out on both radio and video by providing stats all night. And before we get going, let's take a look at both of these teams. The DuBois Beavers, they're 3-1 coming into battle tonight, whereas Indiana is 2-1. It's a non-conference matchup. Indiana last time out, they split the Mark Arbuckle Nissan Tip-Off Classic, beating Marion Center of the Heritage Conference 65-40. Then they fell to the Punxsutawney Chucks 51-21. Not a good offensive game for them, or defensively really, just a bad game all around. Both teams met last year on December 12th. DuBois won that one 59-45 on their home court. So maybe Indiana can cook something up on their home court and get some retribution from last year. For Indiana, they finished last year year, 6-16 overall, 1-9 in the WPI AL Section 4A1. Not a good year for him last year, so Coach Greg Lazanik looks for better results this season. Among returning players, he gets his leading scorer back, junior Stanford Webb IV. He notched 19 points in the season opener against Marion Center, and his brother, freshman Aaron Webb, totaled 23 points in the win along with 5 3-pointers. Other notable returners include seniors Trevor Todd, Evan Brocious, Hunter Martin, and Tristan Redinger, and juniors Mark Collinger, Jaden Petrovich, and Mason Reglani. Team got young reinforcements to replace those lost to graduation. The main one, though, Gavin Homer. So this year will be about finding their identity while also trying to beat the odds with such a young team and trying to get back into the winning column. For DuBois, they come in under the direction of head coach Dave Bennett. They went 11-14 last season and 6-4 in PIAA District 9. They come in with 4 seniors, those being Cam Thompson, Rudy Williams, Carson Corley, and Tyson Kennis. They don't have any stats available, so the keys to the game tonight for Indiana: trust each other to make shots, don't panic, and spread that web of points between Stanford and Aaron. For DuBois, force turnovers, get Indiana into foul trouble, and get ahead rather early.
Good evening, sports fans, and welcome.
Again, you're listening to Indiana High Basketball, presented by the Indiana Regional Medical Center on WDAD 100.3 FM at AM 1450 and online at WDADradio.com. And if you're on Renda Digital TV, we thank you for joining us. And our Renda Digital TV coverage is presented by the Bowser Minnick Funeral Home and Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory in Indiana. Beyond the Sunset and Bowser Minnick, proud supporting sponsors of all Indiana High athletic streams this season.
Remember that each player, coach, and fan is here to support their
Starting lineups coming to you in just a couple of minutes.
Let's be positive and make tonight's
Apologize, I mentioned that Indiana was 2-1 earlier. They're actually not 3-1. They're 1-1. Excuse me.
we ask that you please rise.
And we're actually going to have a second national anthem, so we'll turn it over to the PA announcer, and we'll be back with starting lineups. Here's the national anthem. Second edition of the national anthem for tonight. Now time for starting lineups. First for the visiting DuBois Beavers, under the direction of head coach Dave Bennett. He sends out the starting 5 of the following: a sophomore guard standing 6'5", weighing 165, number 0, Maddox Bennett. Fellow sophomore, a forward standing 6'3", weighing 190, number 4, Noah Farrell.
6'5", Maddox.
Then 3 seniors to tell you about. First one being a 6'2" guard weighing 155. That's Cam Thompson, number 5. Followed by a senior guard standing 5'11", number 13, Rudy Williams. And rounding things out, the forward/center combination, a senior standing 6'5", weighing 190, number 33, Tyson Kennis.
6 feet 3 inches tall.
And for the Indiana High Little Indians, under the direction of head coach Greg Lazanik, he's assisted by Stanford Webb III, Mark Arbuckle, and Tommy Arbuckle. And he sends out the starting 5 of the following: a freshman guard/forward standing 6'5", number 21, that's Aaron Webb. Following him is a junior standing 6'1", a forward guard, number 15, Jaden Petrovich.
Let's make some noise for your 2003.
The junior, number 1, standing 6'3", a forward guard combination, Stanford Webb IV, the leading scorer for Indiana.
Number 1, he's a junior.
Following that,
6'3",
is a senior guard standing 5'10", number 3, Evan Brocious. And rounding out the starting 5
Wearing number 15, he's a junior.
is
6'1".
a senior standing 6'2", the center, number 32, Isaac Nygren.
Wearing number 21, he's a freshman.
Here are the announcements of the starting lineups continuing down on the floor. And we'll continue to make adjustments here on our stat sheet prior to tonight's game.
Number 3, he's a senior. He's 5'10", Evan Brocious. And wearing number 32, he's a senior. Stands 6'2".
And before we get started, want to let you know that a lot can happen off the court for kids, and not just on the basketball court, that is. Babies get fevers, children step on glass. So if your child or teen needs care and your doctor's office is closed, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge is open 7 days a week from 8 till 8. Since 2009, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge off Old Route 22 in Blairsville, where you get in, get out, and get better. They were voted Best Urgent Care and Walk-In Clinic in the Best of Indiana County contest. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge will be open Christmas Eve from 8 till 4, but they will be closed Christmas Day. And again, if you're in the Indiana area, be sure to check out Urgent Care at Med Express, 2128 Oakland Avenue in Indiana. They are open 7 days a week from 8 till 8 as well for the treatment of minor illnesses and injuries, both the part of the IRMC family. Better health, better life. Going up for tonight's opening tip is Aaron Webb for Indiana, and for DuBois, number 33, Tyson Kennis. Aaron Webb, the most intriguing freshman out of the class. High-scoring offense, did so last year in junior high. Varsity starter. Ball's up in the air, tip-off won by Indiana initially, but then it's turned over. DuBois on the offensive to start things off. Official tip-off time tonight, 7:42, the second of 2 games here tonight. Cam Thompson with it up top for DuBois. Long 3-ball on the way by Maddox Bennett, and it is good. 3-0, DuBois, the Beavers with the lead. Over to the left side, Aaron Webb driving the left baseline, floater, and it's good.
Aaron Webb.
3-2 the score in the early goings. Here's Bennett with it, taking it up top. Left side for Rudy Williams, over to the left corner. Ball ends up in Bennett's hands once again after taking the pass from Cam Thompson. Thompson with it near the left arc. He fires a 3-ball. It looks good, but it's a little too hard off the side iron. Takes a bounce into Bennett's hands. Rebound on the third attempt is Noah Farrell, and he draws the foul. Foul is charged to Indiana's number 15, Jaden Petrovich. His first, Indiana's first for either side tonight. First of 2, no good. Noah Farrell at the line, 6'3", 190 pounds. Listed as a forward. Second attempt on the way, and that's off the glass and in. 4-2 DuBois. Here comes Stanford Webb bringing it across the court. From the left, he works to the right to his brother Aaron. Up top is Nygren. To the left, Brocious almost lost it. Now trapped by 2 defenders. Loose ball, and they're going to call a foul on DuBois. 2 in the vicinity, and it's going to be tagged to Cam Thompson, his first. 4-2 our score, 6:50 to go in the first quarter of play tonight. Glad to have you along. Jake Slebodnick joining you from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. Aaron Webb taking it down the left side. Little floater, it's no good, and it's into the hands of Tyson Kennis. Aaron sticking by closely, trying to apply some quick pressure. Cam Thompson with it over to the left side is Noah Farrell. Now over to the far left to Rudy Williams. Up top, Cam Thompson. Over to the left side is Noah Farrell. Maddox Bennett. Here's Williams driving the middle. Back out to Thompson, or for Bennett for 3 off the front iron, and no good. Into the hands of Nygren. Stanford bringing it across the court for Indiana. Driving to the left side corner. Faking a shot. Doesn't take it as Jaden Petrovich. He'll bounce it back out to Evan Brocious. Brocious, a little bit of a clearing on the left side. He goes up, kisses it off the backboard and in. We're tied at 4. DuBois back across the court. Here's Cam Thompson. Back up top, Bennett. Long 3 ball, and that is good. He is just dead-eye from 3 range. 7-4. Second 3 of the night for Bennett. Curry-esque. And now the Beavers reclaim their 3-point lead. Looking down low for Aaron Webb. To the left for Stanford for 3 from the corner. It's no good. It falls into the hands of Rudy Williams. Williams takes it across half court, finding Bennett. To the right side, here's Thompson trying to find a clearing. Nothing there. Bennett has it. Head on 3. That one's good. Back-to-back 3s by Maddox Bennett. He's got 9 points, and we haven't even played 3 minutes. 10-4, the Beavers lead it over Indiana in this non-conference matchup. Half-court trap over on the far side. Stanford Webb with it. Takes a head on 3. That one's off the back iron into the hands of Noah Farrell. Bennett, left side. Here comes Cam Thompson. Spinning out of danger, dishing it up top to Rudy Williams. And a missed travel call. Floater, no good. The putback on the mic and drill is no good. 2 attempts, no good. Here's Stanford Webb across the timeline over to Aaron Webb. Left side 3-pointer, no good off the front iron. Stanford fighting for the rebound, and so is Tyson Kennis. Jump ball called, and it's going to remain in possession of Indiana. Aiden West, a junior guard, will check in for the Beavers for the first time tonight. And on the baseline is Evan Brocious, and a stoppage in play. Something on the floor near the top of the key on the opposite end. Indiana with a 4-up look. Evan Brocious will take it out from the baseline. 38 seconds before we count down to a media timeout. Aaron Webb taking off the inbound pass, trying to create some clearing. To the corner, up to Stanford Webb, who finds his brother Aaron up top. This time they work the right side over to Petrovic. Looking, finds Aaron Webb up top. 4:26 to go in the first quarter. To the left side, Brocious to Nygren. To the right side for Stanford Webb, taking the screen. Little pick and roll. Nygren from the right side. It's good. Indiana breaks the cold spell thanks to Isaac Nygren. It's still 10-6, though. The Beavers ahead. Rudy Williams fishing it up top to Cam Thompson. The MO for DuBois should be getting into the hands of Maddox Bennett. 9 points out of their 10 tonight. This time they'll work low to Kennis, who goes up hard. Shot blocked. The putback is good, though, saving himself. 12-6. Indiana back to work. Down 6, 3:47 to go. Aaron Webb almost lost it. To the left side, Stanford Webb. Corner 3. It's no good off the side iron. Tipped by one of the DuBois players, and it goes out of bounds. And that brings up a break in the action. 3:35 to go in the opening frame of this one. Indiana with a bit of a deficit. They trail at 12-6 to DuBois. You are watching Indiana High basketball on Renda Digital TV and listening on WDAD.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Medicine.
I'm Jay Blues, Hutton Blues. This is Jay
And Shannon.
from Hutton Blues Insurance. We pride ourselves on building strong personal relationships with our clients.
We are an independent agency offering you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, or life, you want an advocate working in your best interests. And that's Hutton Blues Insurance, Route 119 North, just outside of Indiana.
We're also honored to have been voted in the top 2 insurance companies in the 23-24 Best of Indiana County contest.
Thank you, Indiana County.
WDAD.
3:35 to go in the first quarter. It's 12-6. DuBois out in front of Indiana. Glad to have you along. Jake Slebodnick joining you from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. Indiana boys just getting underway with their home opener tonight. Well, not technically their home opener. They had the Mark Arbuckle Tip-Off Classic, but non-tournament home opener. There we go. Evan Brocious to inbound in front of the student section on the far side. Stanford Webb gets the inbound pass back to Brocious in the right corner. Dribbles that out of danger. Up top to Aaron Webb. Looking for a pass down low. It's off one of the ankles of the DuBois Beavers. That of number 15, Trey Wingert. Looking for a cutting pass to Brocious, looking down low for Nygren. From the reverse, it's no good. It looked like it was blocked, and it goes into the hands of Aiden West. Here's Maddox Bennett for three. He's been on fire, and he continues it. 12 points for him tonight, all beyond the arc. 15-6. My goodness. Here's Stanford Webb, now Indiana trailing by 9. Petrovich over to Brocious on the right side. Stanford Webb taking a long three ball, and he answers back with one of his own. 15-9. Complete change from the girls' game. It was a slow-moving first quarter, not much scoring. Indiana boys, though, I'm against DuBois, a lot of scoring, 5 3-pointers. Maddox Bennett almost loses the ball. He comes down with it. Aaron Webb playing pretty close and tight defense on him. Here's Rudy Williams up top. Ball's tipped, and it's intercepted by Aaron Webb. First turnover of the game by DuBois. Webb goes up from the left side, no good. Drew some contact, no whistle. Thwarted opportunity for Indiana. Good defensive stand by DuBois. But on the opposite end, they lose the ball again. Pass up court to Aaron Webb. Three ball, and he hits it. Aaron Webb, you add his 2 numbers on his jersey, and you got what he just did. A 3 ball. It's 15-12. On the opposite end, Aiden West from the right side. Little bounce off to number 4, Noah Farrell from the left column. And it is good. 17-12. Here's Stanford Webb over to Evan Brocious up top. Trying to work the right side. He's at the top of the key. Finds Stanford. Fakes a shot. Back up top. Brocious fakes a pass. Almost got both defenders to leave their feet. Down to the left corner for Aaron Webb. 17-12. A minute 23 to go in the first quarter. Ball's off the knee of Aiden West. It'll roll back just shy of midcourt. To the top for Isaac Nygren. To the left for Aaron Webb. A little bit of clearing, not enough though. Finds Nygren on the hop. He goes up hard and he gets the bucket. 17-14 after the bucket by Isaac Nygren. A minute to go here in the first quarter. Then a 3 ball by Maddox Bennett just from the right side. It's no good. And a whistle on the opposite end. It's going to be a defensive foul on Noah Farrell. Aaron Webb drawing the foul there. A lot of substitutions coming your way. Cam Thompson returning to the floor. Same with Tyson Kennis for DuBois and for Indiana. Trevor Todd makes his first appearance of the night. Same with Mark Collinger.
Trevor Todd and number 10, Mark Collinger.
50.4 seconds on the clock. Indiana only trailing by 3. They trailed by as much as 6 points this quarter. Trevor Todd with it, taking it on the right side. Here is Aaron Webb, taking the screen by Isaac Nygren. Steps back, trying to find some clearing. Webb goes up hard, and no good. They're going to say it was tipped, though, by DuBois, so the Indians will maintain possession at 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Inside on the inbound to Mark Collinger. It's no good. A tie-up underneath the bucket. It's going to be DuBois' ball. Good shot selection by Collinger, but nothing going on the shot attempt. 31.8 seconds on the board. Bringing it down the court is Cam Thompson, looking to the right side. And driving the right baseline is Trey Wingard. Shot is no good, and the jump ball called. Indiana gets possession with 19.6 to go in the first quarter. 17-14 our score as we near the end of one. Aaron Webb takes the inbound pass by Todd, taking it the length of the floor. Driving, goes up hard, trying to draw a foul, nothing there. Collinger on the rebound, and as he tries getting a pass out, a foul call. 11.5 on the board before the quarter break. The foul is going to be charged to Tyson Kennis. Todd will inbound. That's the first personal foul for Kennis, third of the team for DuBois. Inbound pass. Collinger doesn't take the three, instead looking for Todd on the opposite end. It's tipped and in out of his fingers, and it's DuBois' ball, second turnover for Indiana. 6.7 seconds on the clock. They're going to bring in their hot-handed Maddox Bennett.
Number 0, Maddox Bennett.
4 3-pointers for him this quarter. 6 seconds to go. Here's Thompson bringing it across half court. Takes a screen, looking for some clearing. 1 second, chucks up a three. Can't make it off the front iron. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. After one frame, the Indiana Little Indians, they fell into a bit of a pit, but they only trail by 3. 17-14 the score in favor of the DuBois Beavers. Second quarter of action coming your way next on an IRMC High School Sports Night, WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
The engineering firm of Young & Associates is proud to sponsor high school athletics. With offices in Indiana, Katanning, and Johnstown, Young & Associates is a full-service engineering, surveying, and design firm for private, public, and municipal entities, covering Western Pennsylvania, delivering solutions in a timely and cost-competitive manner. To see how they can be of service to you, go online to wjyaengineers.com. Go online to wjyaengineers.com.
This is Attorney Patrick Doherty. I am pleased to announce the addition of Attorney Amy Doherty to my team. Visit us at 737 Water Street in downtown Indiana to assist with your criminal law, estate planning, family law, and real estate needs.
Does your car need attention? Then head to AMCO of Indiana. They're your total car care headquarters. Whether it's keeping that car running or getting it inspected, trust the AMCO team for all your automotive needs. AMCO of Indiana, Oakland Avenue in Indiana.
Classic Hits 1450.
WDAD.
Ready for the second 8 here from 5th Street Gym. Indiana trailing DuBois 17-14. This non-conference matchup. The Beavers with it to start things off. Leading 17-14. Maddox Bennett with it, passing to the right side for Cam Thompson. A little bit of clearing, dishing it out up top. And Aaron Webb's going to try to find it. He does. Steps back, thought about popping a triple, but nothing there. Stanford Webb on the other side taking a 3 ball, and that is no good. Loose ball into the hands of Cam Thompson. So DuBois catching some luck on defense after giving up the ball last time up. They're up 3, 7:25 to go in the first half. Bennett, long range again off the back iron. It's no good. Into the hands of Isaac Nygren. Almost poking the ball away was DuBois' Rudy Williams, but Indiana prevails. Here's Trevor Todd with it up top. Over to Stanford Webb. Very manageable game for Indiana. Can't get their shots to fall, though. Taking some pretty decent shot opportunities, though. Kind of like the girls' team in Game 1. Took them a while to start catching some rhythm. Aaron Webb for 3. Here it comes. It's no good off the back iron. Brocious comes down with the rebound. The putback from the baseline, no good. And a foul on the floor, and it looks like it might be a rebounding foul on Rudy Williams. It is. So Indiana catches a break. Williams had it in his breadbasket, but Williams tagged with his first foul of the game. Inbound pass by Brocious. Finds Trevor Todd, a little bit of clearing, but cut off immediately by Kennis. And now trying to work it back out to the perimeter. Indiana still trailing by 3, 6:34 to go in the half, 17-14. DuBois out in front. Stanford Webb with it up top. Finds Trevor Todd on the right side. Looking to the corner, nothing there. Finds Brocious from head on. Driving the right lane, he goes up hard off the glass, no good. Aaron Webb comes flying out of nowhere. Can't get his hand on it, though. Cam Thompson had it from wide open range, but instead just waits a couple minutes. Passes across the court to Aiden West. Now back up top, Cam Thompson. West gets the ball, pops the 3. It's no good. In and out. Aaron Webb comes again flying out of nowhere and gets the rebound. He has got about 90% of this court covered. Isaac Nygren back over to Stanford on the right side. Trying to drive, dishing to the corner for Aaron. Driving, step back from the right elbow, and it's no good off the side iron. And DuBois will just let this one wisely roll out of bounds. Both teams making a substitution, and Noah Farrell returning to the floor for DuBois, and for Indiana, Hunter Martin. Cam Thompson with it. Almost took it himself from the right lane, but Brocious playing tight man defense forces him to dish it back out to Rudy Williams. A little bit of clearing from the right side. Almost lost the ball, but tips it into Thompson, and it's still a hot potato, and Indiana winds up with it. Fourth turnover of the game for the DuBois Beavers. Indiana only 2. And now the Little Indians, no points scored so far this quarter as we've played 3 minutes coming up on. Stanford Webb with it. Over on the left side, he's got Martin in the corner. He finds him. Corner three, it's no good. A little too hard off the rim. Martin comes down with the offensive board. Aaron Webb. Nifty ball control, keeps it, dishes it down low to Nygren. Goes up hard from the left side, baseline, no good. Follows his shot, and the putback is good. Nygren ended the first with a bucket, starts the second off with a bucket. It's 17-16, but Thompson on the opposite end has a wide open lane on the right side, and DuBois extends their lead. Here's Evan Brocious. 4:38 to go in the first half. Directing traffic, finds Hunter Martin on the right side, double teamed, now finds Brocious in the corner, dangerous territory, able to find Nygren on the right side, goes up, shot's no good, and then a defensive foul called. Noah Farrell not too happy about that whistle. Heavy congestion underneath, hard to see from up here, but either way it's going to send Isaac Nygren to the line to shoot two. And the first of two by Nygren is on the way. And it's good.
Nygren at the line for his second of two. Entering the game for the Beavers, number 11, Aiden West.
Aiden West back out on the floor for DuBois. 4:26 and counting here in the second quarter. Second attempt by Nygren off the back iron, no good. West down with the rebound, and here comes Thompson on the far side. To the left. Driving with it is Rudy Williams. Dishes it back out to Cam Thompson. Almost stumbles. Hard offensive drive underneath. Shot no good, though. It's Stanford Webb coming down with the ball. Over to the left side to his brother. And it's going to walk the line, and it'll be out of bounds on Indiana. That's their third turnover. 4:05 mark as Jaden Petrovic. I'll memorize these rosters at some point. Petrovic onto the floor for Indiana once again. West inbounds to Thompson. 4:04 to go. Next stoppage in play will bring up a timeout. Working up top, Maddox Bennett. 12 points that first quarter, all from beyond the arc. Goes in from the left side. It's no good. 3:49 to play here in the second. It is 19-17. DuBois with the lead over Indiana. Field goal here will tie it. Aaron Webb driving the left side. Shot no good. Petrovic a little early on the jump, and it'll allow DuBois to get control. Firing to the right side corner, Cam Thompson. Fakes a three, takes a dribble, dishes it. West over to Bennett for three, and that's good. 15 points by Maddox Bennett, all from beyond the arc, and we have a timeout on the floor. 3:24 to go in the second quarter, and realistically, it's been all Maddox Bennett, but DuBois with a 22-17 lead over Indiana on an IRMC High School Sports Night on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
WDAD Indiana.
3:24 to go in the first half of this one. 5 points separates these two teams. It's 22-7 DuBois over the hosting Indiana Little Indians. Jake Slebodnick joining you from our S&T Bank broadcast booth, bringing you coverage here on Renda Digital TV of all Indiana High athletics. The home of Indiana High sports is here on Renda Digital TV. Subscribe on YouTube for free today. Indiana with the ball at the timeout. Stanford Webb almost lost it, but he's able to find Trevor Todd up top. 3:12 to go in the first half. Here's Jaden Petrovic with it in the left side corner. Hands it off to Trevor Todd. Back up top. Tristan Renninger now in the game for Indiana. Coming in off the timeout, his first appearance of the night. They'll regroup up top. Renninger this season. It is his senior season, standing 6 foot. He's a guard on the roster. Pulling up from just in front of the foul line, and it is good. Welcome to the stat column, Tristan Renninger. Well, they said it was Nygren, but that's wrong. And on the opposite end.
That was Renninger on the last 2 points.
And here comes Rudy Williams dishing it. West finds Thompson. Working inside, up top West. 2:18 to go, 3-point game in favor of the DuBois Beavers. It's 22-19. Williams with it up top. Cam Thompson driving the right lane. Little hook shot, and it's good. Beautiful layup there. It is 24-19. Trevor Todd matched up with his counterpart and Cam Thompson at half court. Stanford Webb over to Isaac Nygren. Leading pass to Petrovic on the left side, and it is good. Thing of beauty right there. It's 24-21. Thompson on the opposite end. Only 3 points separating these two teams. 1:36 to go in the first half. Maddox Bennett to the left side. West to Thompson, out to Williams. No shot, but has a little bit of a clearing on the left side. Back to Thompson. Thompson looks like he's in a bit of pain. Doesn't seem too serious. He's dribbling fine. Trying to work that right side, matched up with Todd. Shades him off. Little shot up from the left arm, and it's good. 26-21. Todd with it at the minute mark. Stanford Webb over to Isaac Nygren. To Redinger on the left side. Under a minute at 48 seconds. Redinger to the left. Petrovic up top. Redinger once again. Trevor Todd. Some contact, no whistle. Here's Stanford Webb, 33 seconds and counting. Dishes to the left. Todd fakes a three, drives between three defenders, loses the ball in traffic. Fourth turnover for Indiana. Thompson taking it on the opposite end, looking up top. Here's Aiden West. Thought about taking a head-on three, instead takes a couple dribbles to Maddox Bennett for three, and it's good. Do I even need to say it? Maddox Bennett has been on fire all game long. It's 29-21. 10 seconds to go. Indiana just looking to score before the half. Get the momentum at least balanced. Todd to a between-the-legs look to Isaac Nygren, and it is good. 29-23. Half-court shot by Thompson, way off the mark, and we played a half of basketball here at 5th Street Gym. Just updating the scorebook here. At the half, it is Indiana trailing DuBois 29-23. Our halftime report is on the way. We're going to take a look at the first half and look at first half stats. All that and more coming up next on an IRMC High School Sports Night. It's WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Sports.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Funding. Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Hey, Indiana sports fans! Good & Associates Insurance Agency is proud to support Indiana high sports. The team at Good & Associates live and work in Indiana and have been serving this great community since 1955. At Good & Associates, the priority is doing what is best for the clients, helping families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. The agency will be there every step of the way. Contact your trusted community advisor today, Good & Associates Insurance, to get a quote. 724-465-8887.
Hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Milk every moment.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance.
Hi, I'm Andrew Tylinski.
And I'm Rebecca Donahue.
The team at Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory in Indiana understands the importance of those qualities and is proud to be a presenting sponsor of all Little Indians video broadcasts this year.
Beyond the Sunset can guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a beloved pet. You can find us online at beyondthesunsetpets.com.
When choosing a pet crematory, the crematory you choose does make a difference.
Luxembourg's Jewelers, a proud supporter of all the area athletes, would like to wish the best of luck to all the Heritage Conference schools and, of course, the Indiana Little Indians this season. With 2 convenient locations, Luxembourg's Jewelers is the winning choice for gifts of any occasion. Show your school pride with gifts ranging from beautifully logoed coffee mugs, keychains, money clips, water bottles, and more. From the Indiana Mall to downtown Indiana, Kip, Jeff, and the Luxembourg's team wishes everyone an MVP season. Luxembourg's Jewelers is Indiana's jeweler.
Back to 5th Street Gym, the Indiana Little Indians trailing the DuBois Beavers 29-23 in this non-conference matchup. Glad to have you alongside. Jake Slebodnick joining you from our S&T Bank broadcast booth as we're at the half. The score 29-23 in favor of the Beavers. And really, it's been a one-sided affair. You take Maddox Bennett out of the equation, Indiana's got the lead. Bennett, 18 points that first half, so he's scored the majority of DuBois' points, all of which coming from beyond the three-point arc. He had 4 3-point field goals in the first quarter. Then he added 2 more in the second, had a rebound on top. He's looking pretty good as the player of the game here tonight. Cam Thompson with 6 points, all 2-point field goals in the second quarter, 1 rebound. Aiden West leading the rebounding for DuBois. He's got 3 on the night. Indiana, they're led by Isaac Nygren, as I had to find him. Aaron Webb, Isaac Nygren with 9 points, 5 of those coming in the second quarter alone. Aaron Webb with 5 points, Stanford Webb with 3, and Evan Brocious, Jaden Petrovich, and Tristan Redinger each with 2 apiece. Isaac Nygren also leading the rebounding category, 3 rebounds. Stanford Webb and Jaden Petrovich each with 2, and with 1 each, it's Evan Brocious, Aaron Webb, and Hunter Martin. Tristan Redinger also with points in the game. Came in the second quarter. It was his first appearance in the quarter. Shortly after entering the game, he made an impact. And Trevor Todd, Mark Collinger also on the court in that entire first half. Free throw shooting, only 1 of 2 for Indiana, both attempts by Isaac Nygren. For DuBois, also 1 of 2, that being Noah Farrell, who shot 2 attempts back in the first quarter. Very cut and dry first half, although a close score, 29-23. In favor of the DuBois Beavers. We'll take a timeout and we'll come back with second half action. All that and more coming your way next on an IRMC High School Sports Night. It's WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Bowser-Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser-Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser-Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
Hello, this is Jay
and Shannon
from Hutton Blues Insurance. We pride ourselves on building strong personal relationships with our clients.
We are an independent agency offering you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, or life, you want an advocate working in your best interests. And that's Hutton Blues Insurance, Route 119 North, just outside of Indiana.
We're also honored to have been voted in the top 2 insurance companies in the 23-24 Best of Indiana County contest.
Thank you, Indiana County.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance.
Hi, I'm Andrew Tylinski.
And I'm Rebecca Donahue.
The team at Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory in Indiana understands the importance of those qualities and is proud to be a presenting sponsor of all Little Indians video broadcasts this year.
Beyond the Sunset can guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a beloved pet. You can find us online at beyondthesunsetpets.com.
When choosing a pet crematory, the crematory you choose does make a difference.
Milk every moment.
1850
WDAD.
And we welcome you back to 5th Street Gym, ready for the second half of action between Indiana and DuBois. And glad to have you along. Jake Slebodnick joining you once again with the score 29-23 coming to you from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. And before we get underway, you know, it's always good to be number one, ranked number one, that is. And IRMC at Chestnut Ridge was voted the best urgent care and walk-in clinic in the Best of Indiana County contest. And it's no wonder, because at Urgent Care, they fast-track and get you quick access to their team of medical experts. Highly trained and ready to treat all minor injuries and illnesses. Open 7 days a week from 8 till 8. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge, located off Old Route 22 in Blairsville. A part of the IRMC family, better health, better life. And happy holidays from IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. Ready for the second half of basketball here in the third quarter. Indiana trailing DuBois 29-23. They get the ball to start things off here in quarter number 3. And miscommunication on the inbound pass as Brocious wanted to head up court and Stanford Webb tossed it behind him. Well, we're ready to go here. Looking for Aaron Webb underneath. That one's no good. It's going to be off his foot. It's the 5th rebound for Indiana. Both teams finished with 4 that first half. Maddox Bennett. Cam Thompson now for 3, and they break open the second half with a 3 ball. 32-23. That's not what Indiana wanted, but it's what DuBois ordered. Here's Aaron Webb trying to try the right baseline, but instead jumps to his left, puts up a mid-range J, and it's good. 32-25, 7:20 to play. 40 seconds gone in this third quarter of action. Up top to Thompson to the left side. Aiden West fakes a shot. A little bit of clearing. Backs out, though, and dishes it out to Thompson near the top of the arc. To the far side now is Rudy Williams. Here comes Cam Thompson once again. A minute gone. It's 32-25. DuBois out in front of Indiana. Driving is Aiden West. Almost lost control of the ball. Thompson ends up with it on the left arc, and that one sinks in. Back-to-back three-pointers by Cam Thompson. It's 35-23, DuBois. Evan Brocious over to Jaden Petrovich to Isaac Nygren. Ball ends up with Stanford Webb, who tries looking down low. Nothing there. Too much mustard. Turnover, Indiana. And at the 6:30 mark, here come the Beavers back on top. Corner fake by Rudy Williams. Shot a little too hard off the glass. Fighting for the rebound. Williams comes down with it. Sets up a second opportunity for DuBois. Thompson to Williams on the left arc. Looking up top. Nothing there. To the top. Here's Thompson. Dishing it down low. To the corner now. Williams for 3. That one's in and out. Aaron Webb went up for the rebound. It's still a loose ball. He ends up with it anyway. Thanks to the assistance of Isaac Nygren. Brocious trying to drive that right lane, slips and turns the ball over. And look out, Thompson on the breakaway, goes up hard off the left side. Shot no good, but right behind him is Kennis to put it up and put it in. And Coach Lazanik wants to call a timeout. His team trailing 37-23 to the DuBois Beavers. And we'll take a 30-second timeout with them. 5:48 to go in the third quarter. It's 37-25. DuBois over Indiana on an IRMC High School Sports Night. It's WDAD and watching live on Renda Digital TV.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Back with you in the third quarter, 5:48 to go, 37-25. DuBois over Indiana. The Little Indians with the ball, 5:46 to go. Taking it left to right across the floor. And right off the bat, an errant pass by Brocious to Stanford Webb. Indiana, in a little under 3 minutes played in the third quarter, has matched their turnover total from the first half with 4. Cam Thompson across half court. DuBois looking to add more damage. Ahead 37-25. They lead by 12. Maddox Bennett dishing it out to the right side for Cam Thompson. Corner 3 is no good. 2 Beavers fight over the ball. It ends up with Rudy Williams. Maddox Bennett, another long 3. No good. Haven't said that much tonight. Ball will trickle out of bounds, and it's Indiana's ball. And Maddox Bennett has just been on a tear for DuBois. He finished that first half with 18 of the Beavers' 29 points. 6 3-point field goals that entire first half, 4 of them coming in that first quarter alone. Little Indians coming out looking to cut the deficit to either 10 or 9 if they can convert a 3-point play. Dishing it to the right post, Aaron Webb. Over to right side for Petrovic. It's too short. Aaron Webb on the putback. No good. Loose ball. Trevor Todd fighting for it, but it's his counterpart, Cam Thompson, coming up with it. Under 5 to play here in the third quarter. It's 37-25. DuBois over Indiana. Up top, Maddox Bennett faking, looking down low to an Aiden West. Good look, but the shot's no good. Trevor Todd comes down with it. Looking up court, Stanford Webb. Tries dribbling in between 2 defenders. Rudy Williams falls on top of it. Jump ball called. It's going to go in favor of DuBois. 5th turnover for Indiana. And back onto the floor. First time this half, though, is Noah Farrell. Comes in for Cam Thompson, giving him a quick breather for Indiana. Turning to the floor is Hunter Martin.
Number 11, Hunter Martin.
DuBois back on the offensive. Here is Williams. He dishes it to West for 3, and it's good. 40-23. DuBois running away with it. Aaron Webb on the opposite end. Little floater from the center of the key, and it's good. He's got all 4 points for Indiana this quarter. (32-25). Ball swiped away by the Indians. First turnover of the half for DuBois. Stanford Webb taking it the length of the hardwood. It's no good. Rebound won by DuBois. 3:50 to go in this third quarter. Aiden West bringing it across the timeline. Left side now finds Maddox Bennett. Little floater, and that one's in and out. Stanford Webb comes down with the ball. Maddox Bennett, after finishing on a very white-hot first half, struggling a little bit to find the hoop here in quarter number 3. Martin looking for the corner. It's coughed up. 6th turnover for Indiana, and West will slow things down. 3 ball good. There's Maddox Bennett breaking the dry spell. It's 43-25. Or 43-27. I'm a bit behind on my stats. And there's a full timeout on the floor. 3:10 to go here in quarter number 3. 43-27. DuBois creating some separation. We're back in a moment on an IRMC High School Sports Night, WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Hey, Indiana sports fans! Good & Associates Insurance Agency is proud to support Indiana high sports. The team at Good & Associates live and work in Indiana and have been serving this great community since 1955. At Good & Associates, the priority is doing what is best for the clients, helping families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. The agency will be there every step of the way. Contact your trusted community advisor today, Good & Associates Insurance, to get a quote. 724-465-8887.
Little Indians. Renda Digital TV is Indiana County's leading live stream service. Our team of dedicated producers and on-air personalities work hard to bring you network-level event and sports coverage to your fingertips. And if you can't make it, every live stream is archived, so you never miss a minute. And for you IUP football fans, Renda Digital TV is the exclusive home of Hawk Talk, airing every Monday during the season. Subscribe to Renda Digital TV for free today.
AM 1450 WDAD.
43-27 our score. DuBois out in front of Indiana. 3:05 to go here in quarter number 3. Indiana trying to close the gap. They got some work to do, though. Hunter Martin on the opposite end. Finds Isaac Nygren. Commanding traffic over to the left side for Tristan Redinger, who comes into the game off the break. Little bounce pass to Martin. Little fade from the left side, no good. Kennis coming down with the rebound for DuBois, and West will take it across the timeline. Kennis to the right side. Pushing it out to West on the left side. Trey Wingard back into the game. Noah Farrell with it from underneath. He is hacked hard underneath, and he'll go to the line for a pair.
Farrell at the line for 2.
Farrell to the line for 2 for DuBois. And we have a timeout on the floor. 2:29 to go in the third quarter. It's a 60-second timeout. We'll take 30 of it. We're back in a moment on an IRMC High School Sports Night. It is WDAD and streaming on Renda Digital TV.
Bowser-Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser-Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser-Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
Classic Hits 1450
WDAD.
And we welcome you back to 5th Street Gym. The Indiana High Little Indians trailing 43-27 with 2:29 to go in the third to the DuBois Beavers in this non-conference matchup. Second of 2 games tonight. The girls beating the Knoch Knights earlier today by a final score of 39-24. And just a reminder, coming up after the game tonight, we will announce our Good Associates Good Player of the Game. That's all coming up on our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show. Still got lots of time, though, in this one. And to the line is Noah Farrell, fouled before the break. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. First trip for either side here in the second half. Farrell puts up the front end of 2, and that hits off the back iron, no good. Second and 2 on its way, and Farrell goes 0 for 2. Indiana catching a break as Stanford Webb comes down with a rebound. Redinger across half court finds Evan Brocious. 2:22 to go in the third quarter. Indiana getting some spirit from their cheer squad on the far end of the bleachers. Jaden Petrovic goes up hard off the glass, and he gets it to fall in.
Jaden Petrovic.
43-29. DuBois out in front. Maddox Bennett with it. Finding a clearing from the left side, little teardropper, it's no good. And fighting for the rebound, coming up with it is Petrovic. And here comes Indiana once again, trying to get across 30 points. Brocious with it. To the left side, Aaron Webb, younger brother of Stanford Webb. Finds his brother in the left side corner, pops a 3, it's no good, a little too far to the right. And a rebounding foul on Evan Brocious will turn things over in the favor of the DuBois Beavers. I'll allow Rudy Williams to return to the floor for the Beavers.
the Indians, number 10, Mark Collinger.
And Mark Collinger returning to the floor for Indiana. Minute 35 to go in the third quarter. It is 43-29 DuBois over Indiana. Looking to the right side, Cam Thompson with a little bit of clearing, but instead dishes it out. Curry three by Maddox Bennett, and he hits it with ease. 46-29. The three reign continues for Maddox Bennett. Here's Aaron Webb in the right corner for Indiana. Little floater, contested floater from the left side. Collinger read it wrong off the backboard. DuBois gets it with ease. Going the length of the floor is Rudy Williams. And DuBois running away with it under a minute to go. In the third, it's 48-29. Brocious up top to Aaron Webb. Stanford will head back to the scorer's table. He'll check in. Webb with a little floater from the foul line. Shot's no good, but he does draw a foul on the play. Clock stopped at 45.5.
Aaron Webb at the line for 2.
First of two on the way by Webb. It's no good. Stanford will check back on for Tristan Redinger. Will likely finish out the third quarter. Webb with the second of two, and that's good. So it is 48-30. After Webb goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 37 seconds to go in the third quarter. Rudy Williams looking for something up top. He does. He finds Cam Thompson. Takes a breath before finding Williams on the left side. Dishing it up top. Thompson once again. Looking for something. Nothing there. He instead finds the corner. That's Wingard up top, back to Thompson. 13 seconds to go in the third. Back up top, Wingard to Thompson. Swing pass down low to Kennis, and he's wide open for the bucket. 50-30. It's a 20-point lead for DuBois. Brocious from half court almost hits it. And that brings us to the end of the third quarter. We've played 3 at 5th Street Gym, and the Indiana Little Indians still trailing. They trail by 20. DuBois Beavers, strong performance tonight. Fourth quarter of action coming your way next on an IRMC High School Sports Night, WDAD and Arenda Digital TV.
Hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
WDAD Indiana.
Ready for the final 8 minutes here at 5th Street Gym. The DuBois Beavers with a 50-30 lead over the Indiana Little Indians. They outscored Indiana 21-7 in that third quarter after leading 29-23 at the half. Underway, Jaden Petrovic with it up top for Indiana. Here's Aaron Webb on the right side. To the right, Collinger back to Webb. From the foul line, it's no good. Kennis comes down with a rebound. To the left side, Rudy Williams to Aiden West, fresh off the bench. Doesn't take a wide open three. In fact, probably the smartest thing to do is just waste some time off that clock. Little finger roll underneath by Kennis. It's no good. The putback by Maddox Bennett is no good. Collinger comes down with the rebound. Indiana looking to flip the court. Aaron Webb. Hot hand right off the three-point range. It's no good. Bennett comes down with the rebound. 7:17 to go in the game. It's 50-30 DuBois still. Beavers now on the opposite end. Here is Rudy Williams looking for a little give and go to Thompson. Almost turned the ball over. Maddox Bennett picks it up. Here's Aiden West. Firing it to the left corner for Williams, driving the baseline. Dishes off to Kennis underneath. Count it, and the foul. Tyson Kennis goes up hard from underneath. He gets the bucket, and he'll go to the line for a three-point play. To cap off the three-point attempt and put the Beavers up by 23, and he does. 53-30. Collinger hands off to Brocious up top. Left side for Stanford Webb. Swing pass to his brother on the right side corner. He finds him. And from the center of the key, he goes up hard, and it's no good. Webb jumps a little too prematurely. Maddox Bennett comes down with the rebound. He's been on a tear this game. He finds Kennis trailing, but it's an errant pass. Turnover number 2 of the half for DuBois. Indiana goes back to work. 6:25 to go in the game. Brocious working the right side. Here's Stanford Webb. Crossover, looking for some clearing on the right. Fires to Brocious from three-point range. That one's no good. Petrovic fighting for the rebound. He gives chase, and it goes out of bounds on Indiana. Couple substitutions for DuBois on the floor. Noah Farrell returning. And Jackson Hansley for the first time today, or Hansley, excuse me. Sophomore standing 6 foot, 165, rostered as a forward. 6:09 to go in the game. It's 53-30, DuBois over Indiana. To the left corner for West. He's pickpocketed by Collinger. And on the opposite end, Stanford Webb goes up hard. Tried drawing a foul, nothing there, and he voices his frustration. Might have had a case, but nothing there. And his brother Aaron picks him back up in the backcourt, hits it off Aiden West's knee, and it goes into Spectator City. .552 the clock stopped at in regulation. It's 53-30. Not much scoring so far in the fourth quarter. Only one bucket and a free throw attempt. That coming from Isaac Kinnis. Now on the opposite end, Collinger goes up hard from the right side, and it is good. 53-32. Cross half court, here's Cam Thompson. To the right side, Aiden West. Working to the right corner for Hansley. Up top, Williams. Back to Thompson. No Maddox Bennett out there for DuBois. You got to think he's probably going to be sitting most, if not the rest of this fourth quarter, keep him fresh for their next game. Dishing it down low, and that one's stripped away. Farrell had it pickpocketed by Collinger. To the right side, faking the pass. What a move by Mark Collinger. Back-to-back buckets for Mark. It's 53-34. 5:05, Aiden West with a three ball, and he gets that 20-point lead right back. 56-34. Collinger over to Stanford Webb. Three ball from him, and that one hits. 56-37. Maddox Bennett lines up at the scores table. He'll come in next time out. Cam Thompson with it up top across half court, matched up with Brocious. 4:37 to go in the game. Here's Rudy Williams up top. Directing traffic, Hansley sets a screen, but he opts to go to the left corner for West, and he hits it. That Aiden West or Jerry West down there. It's 59-37. Three ball hitting the mark tonight for DuBois. Can't wait to count up the total at the end of the game. Aaron Webb for three, and he hits it. Threes raining all over the place, 59-40. 4 minutes to go in the game. Indiana trailing by 19 to the visiting DuBois Beavers. DuBois looking to make the shy of hour-and-a-half trip back to town with a win under their belts. Aiden West going up hard from the left-hand side, and he's fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot two when we return. 3:49 to go in regulation. DuBois out in front of Indiana. Foul shots coming your way next on an IRMC High School Sports Night coverage of the Indiana High Little Indians here on WDAD and, as always, on Renda Digital TV.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, You receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
1450 WDAD.
3:49 to go in regulation. It's been all DuBois up to this point, 59-40. They took an early lead, and while Indiana has tried to fight back, DuBois held control throughout the entire game. Did some counting in the break. 13 three-pointers combined between both teams here in tonight's game. And I believe 8 of them are from Maddox Bennett. Speaking of, he gets the inbound pass, and he misses one off the side iron. Aiden West getting the rebound. Here comes Cam Thompson back to West up top. Bennett, redemption three, long range. It's no good off the front rim. Aiden West right there, back to Cam Thompson. His 3 hits from the left side. 62-40, 14th three-pointer in the game between both of these teams. Now Aaron Webb again for 3. That's off the front iron. Tristan Redinger right there to bring it down. Fires back to Aaron Webb. Driving the left lane, little finger roll, no good. Aiden West coming down with the rebound, finding off 3 Indiana defenders. Bennett on the other side of the floor. Goes up easy from the left side. It's no good. Stanford Webb comes down with the rebound, finds his brother on the opposite end. Little floating pass to Redinger. Long range 2, no good. Aiden West, another rebound for him at the 3-minute mark. Where did Aiden West come from? Speaking of, 3 ball, no good off the front iron. West, a very quiet first half. And since then, he has just come alive. We'll take a look at the final numbers here whenever we're done with the regulation. Now it's 9 points on the game for Aiden West, along with 8 rebounds. He's had himself quite a game. Trevor Todd off the bench with the ball, bringing it across the timeline at 2:45 and counting. Aaron Webb. Here's Hunter Martin over to the right side for Redinger. Takes a screen by Martin. To the left side, Todd. Back to Martin on the right. Fakes it to the right. Instead gives it up top to Redinger. Under 2.5 to play at 2:25. Stanford Webb on the left side for 3. It's no good. Off kilter, Trevor Todd with the rebound. He fires it off Farrell's waist, and it goes out of bounds. Smart move by Trevor Todd to keep that one on Indiana's end. They'll take it out now. DuBois wanted a sub, doesn't get it. Martin taking the pass from Todd, who took the inbound pass. It's no good. And Todd finding off 3 defenders for the rebound. He goes up hard. No bucket, but he draws the foul. Well, Trevor Todd making the most of his court time tonight in his senior season, trying to catch some early season momentum with his team. He's at the line to shoot 2. First of 2 is good.
Back in the game for the Beavers, number 12,
Jackson Hazley and Trey Wingard back in the game for DuBois. With 2 minutes to go, 62-41. Looks like DuBois will walk out winners in this one. Todd firing the back end, and that's good. Perfect trip by Trevor Todd. Indiana now in a full court press. Aaron Webb and Trevor Todd trying to take out Cam Thompson. 5 count started, and DuBois is granted a timeout. 2:02 to go in regulation. Indiana trailing DuBois 62-42. The conclusion of this one coming your way next. And we'll take one with them. It is an IRMC High School Sports Night on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
This is Jay
and Shannon
from Hutton Blues Insurance. We pride ourselves on building strong personal relationships with our clients.
We are an independent agency offering you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, or life, you want an advocate working in your best interests. And that's Hutton Blues Insurance, Route 119 North, just outside of Indiana.
We're also honored to have been voted in the top 2 insurance companies in the 23-24 Best of Indiana County contest.
Thank you, Indiana County. Indiana.
Classic Hits 1450.
WDAD.
We're back at 5th Street Gym. It's 62-42. DuBois out in front of Indiana. 2:02 to go in regulation. Indiana resorting to a full court press. What a comeback it would be if they could win this tonight. Cam Thompson taking the inbound pass, quickly firing it up top to tonight's star player, Maddox Bennett, and he draws the foul from Stanford Webb. Second team foul for Indiana here in the fourth quarter. Third personal for Stanford Webb tonight. And a timeout by Coach Greg Lazanik. 5 seconds between timeouts with 1:57 to go. We can keep the break board right there on Renda Digital TV. We're back in 30 seconds on WDAD and on Renda Digital TV.
The engineering firm of Young & Associates is proud to sponsor high school athletics. With offices in Indiana, Katanning, and Johnstown, Young & Associates is a full-service engineering, surveying, and design firm for private, public, and municipal entities, covering Western Pennsylvania, delivering solutions in a timely and cost-competitive manner. To see how they can be of service to you, go online to wjyaengineers.com.
WDAD Indiana.
We've got 1:57 to go in regulation. It's 62-42. DuBois over Indiana. Cam Thompson trying to find an outlet. 5 count closing in. The inbound pass is tipped, and it's into the hands of Trevor Todd. Looking up course for Aaron Webb. He goes up, and he slams it down. Aaron Webb, the freshman phenom, puts it down. It's still 62-44. But what a great play by Aaron Webb. On the opposite end, Kennis wide open from the left side, and that's good. 64-44. Tristan Redinger working that right side, finding Trevor Todd. At the foul line, back to Redinger from beyond the arc, trying to close it in. He takes a mid-range J. It's no good off the side iron. Almost read it perfectly, but coming down with it is Wingard for DuBois. 1:16 to go. This one just about over. Thompson to the left side. Here's Hazley coming in off the bench, wearing a brace on that right knee. Pickpocketed by Redinger. Taking it the length of the hardwood. Spirals in the bucket, and it's good. 64-46 the score. Thompson cross half court. Here's Wingard. Bounce pass over to Kennis, and it's good. 66-46 DuBois, not wanting to give up that 20-point lead easily. Aaron Webb, teardropper, little too short, hits off the front iron. 37 seconds to go, and then a foul by Hunter Martin. Mark Collinger will check onto the floor for Indiana. 4th team foul for the Little Indians. Tristan Redinger comes off, and for DuBois, a couple new faces to tell you about. Dylan Horner, a sophomore guard, checks in. And number 14, Grady Galachinski, a sophomore guard. It's either Galachinski or Galchinski. Either way, Cam Thompson on the other end goes up hard. Shot no good. 26 seconds and counting here in the game. 66-46 in favor of DuBois. Trevor Todd taking it the length of the floor. Crosses lanes, goes up hard. No shot. Hazley comes down with the rebound. Galchinski with it. Looking to waste some time. 10 seconds. Indiana with a full court press. Trevor Todd taking it, trying to find Aaron Webb. Shot no good, but a whistle. Clock stopped at 4 seconds in the game, so Indiana could bring it within 20 if Webb can at least make one. But it still stands that DuBois will walk away winners tonight, winning this non-conference bout on the road. 2 years in a row that they've beat in Indiana in their only matchup of the season. Webb's first of 2, no good off the back iron. Gets the ball once again. He puts it up. And that one's good. 66-47. And DuBois will just let time expire, and that brings us to the end of the game. DuBois Beavers with a 66-47 win over the hosting Indiana Little Indians. Our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show is next. First Commonwealth Bank, time to be first. Member FDIC. You're listening to an IRMC High School Sports Night on WDAD and watching it on Rented Digital TV. Back with the final stats after this.
Sports are fun. They're exciting. They're painful sometimes. If you've been sidelined by an injury, ankle, elbow.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Milk. Every moment.
And we're back with you at 5th Street Gym. The final score tonight, 66-47. DuBois out in front of Indiana. The Indiana basketball teams splitting their home doubleheader tonight. The girls with a win over Knoch, 39-24. The men with a loss to DuBois, 66-47. In this game, DuBois took control early and never let up. They outscored Indiana 17-14 after one. Took a 29-23 lead at the half. And the Big Dagger was outscoring Indiana 21-7 in the third quarter of this one. But DuBois, they were helped majorly by Maddox Bennett. 24 points on the night, 5 rebounds, all of his points coming from beyond the arc. He made 8 3-point field goals. That's the first time in my life I have seen anybody do that. For Indiana, it's a good time to name our good player of the game presented by Good and Associates. That going to freshman Aaron Webb, 16 points and 3 rebounds. Well, Indiana boys, next time they're in action, will be against Winber in 2 days. They'll be here at 5th Street Gym. If we have Rented Digital TV coverage, we will announce it on our WDAD Facebook page. Next time we'll be on the radio will be when the boys and girls are both in Kiski area. That coming in 8 days from now. It'll be a boy-girl doubleheader starting at 5:30 with the girls playing first, both teams at Kiski. So, not a good night for the boys team of Indiana. Good night for DuBois. Good night for the Indiana girls as they beat Knoch 39-24. The Indiana basketball teams again splitting their home doubleheader here tonight in the early portion of the schedule. A lot of people we want to thank tonight. We want to thank Garrett Clark back in our WDAD studios for pioneering the radio side tonight, and he did a great job as always. Anthony Larch has been our camera operator tonight on Rented Digital TV. Laura Slebodnick, our statistician here on Rented Digital TV and WDAD. And as always, we want to thank you, the listener and or viewer, for your support here on Rented Digital TV and WDAD. For all of us here, my name is Jake Slebodnick, repeating the final scores. The Indiana girls beating Knoch 39-24 to start things off, and the DuBois Beavers beating the Indiana boys 66-47 in the nightcap. Next time we'll talk to you, we'll be at Kiski area next Thursday. But for now, we wish you a very pleasant good evening here on WDAD and Rented Digital TV.